Hello, and welcome to the channel. I am the Bardic Knock. Today, we are experimenting with a little concoction. I'm not the first person to have thought of it. I will not be the last person, but I'm the only person who has done it like me. So if you want to smash Pokemon and Dungeons and Dragons together, this is how I have decided it will work. And also, I have no official rules for this, so we're very much making it up as we go along. If it does work, I have a pseudo little set of rules I'm working on, so maybe I'll publish it. Maybe. I don't know. But yes, hello. Oh god. Cody.
Oh god.
Alright, Cody, you have never searched Gardevoir or Lopunny or Hatterene. Because
or Brexian.
people
Brexian.
do.
Excuse?
Or
Delphox.
Cresselia.
People
Or any
do.
humanized Pokemon.
It's a thing. Anyhow, that's
Go in there.
it's a great start to everything. I hope this doesn't set the tone. This is gonna set the. Yes. So as I said, I'm the Bardic Knock. Find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. You can do all that stuff. We also have a Discord server if you want to keep up to date with all kinds of cool, happy, fun stuff that occurs. I'll explain more about this setting after I get the lovely people on screen to say stuff about themselves, and after I fix some stuff on the overlay which I've noticed, and it's going to bother me. Nick.
Yo! Hi, I'm Nick. I am Nikai Strider on Twitter, but I am Strider Winters everywhere else, including here, where I am Strider Winters in the chat as Bardic's mod, both on Twitch and on the Discord, which if you are in the chat right now, I have a link if you would care to join. This session I'm going to be playing the Freddy, the Bard, as well as my Grovile Jim, the Rogue. It's going to be fun. We're doing this where we're playing basically two characters at once. Nothing new for me because I play a summoner in another game. But that's me. Okay, who are you?
I'm Kate, also known as Undead K. You can find me on Twitter, and it's backwards. It's K_undead. I have a Twitch I sometimes do things on. I pretend to post to Twitter. All that jazz. I'll be playing Trixie May, wizard with Abraxan, sorcerer, companion, buddy, Gaffrian.
Did you not give your Pokemon a name?
Double Casty Blasty.
No, I did not give him a nickname. I literally forgot that we were streaming.
She woke up like an hour ago and was like, oh yeah, we're streaming today. I forgot.
Being in Colorado definitely agrees with you.
Hey, Cody, everyone names their Pokemon if they
How
actually care.
dare.
I actually don't give my Pokemon on the games that I play a lot of nicknames.
Then you just don't care.
See, I never used to,
No.
but I don't know when I started.
It's a rule of
doing it.
Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when I started doing it. I think it must have been round about Gen 6 when X and Y came out, because up until that point I just never did. And I was like, no, these are my Pokemon. They're special. And now I have to.
When I was real little and I started playing Gen 1 Yellow, I couldn't name shit, so I just mashed keyboard. I just mashed the keys and it was like, yep, this is their name.
Alright.
They're
God, I don't know why, but my brain just went, I'm like, if you can't come up with nicknames for Pokemon, how are you ever going to name children? I'm not. Spoiler.
I suppose. Well, this is very on
Poor
brand.
Shipper.
We never finish introductions properly, but we should let
Yeah.
ATB introduce herself.
Sorry. Be real.
Hi, but yeah, hi, I am a tired buyer ATB. I am basically this everywhere on the internet, and by everywhere I mean here and Discord. And
That's everywhere.
yeah. And today I am playing Celine, who is a level 5 druid, and has a Umbreon partner named Luna. I am very creative at names, as you can see.
Look, the thing
They are
is,
both basically named
It's like
after
Freddy and Jim.
goddesses of moon.
look, I half my Pokemon names are like just jokes, and half are just like what's a weird sounding name. Creativity. I'm sorry. I created a actual D&D character, an antagonist called Bad Guy.
Yeah, you did.
No
He
one
was
is
great.
judging names here.
He was.
He gave my drow a 6 scar.
Yeah. So
Sloink. I like that name for a young goose.
that's a fantastic name.
Sloink.
I had to read it like 3 times in order to figure out how to say it.
Okay, so I should explain what the vague notion of things is here, because obviously I've explained it to my players, otherwise they'd be very confused. Basically, having played the Pokemon tabletop games, they're fun. They are very good. I highly recommend checking them out if you really want to play like hardcore, numbers heavy, 3.5, like a D20
Max
system.
fuck.
Yeah, they are very fun and they're very Pokemon. It's very much, and here is how you play Pokemon with Dungeons and Dragons. Well, with a tabletop role playing game. So it's not Dungeons and Dragons. It's very much, this is Pokemon. You can Pokemon stuff. It's got very good like catching mechanics. It's very good, intricate stuff. I highly recommend checking those out. Those are Pokemon Tabletop Adventures and Pokemon Tabletop United. They're both free. Go check them out. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do full-on fantasy Dungeons and Dragons. I wanted wizards and bards and barbarians and all kinds of nonsense. And obviously the most recent games, Sword and Shield, are set in Galar, aka just England.
England.
Hey,
England.
I know a little something about that. And I don't know, the whole region, because there's so many amazing, intricate designs for the Pokemon and lore reasons and real world influences, and just everything in that game is so painfully British. It just makes me happy to my very core.
For everything Team Yell says, every time I hear it, or read it rather, I just go, God, that's so British it hurts.
Well, I'm sorry.
Team Yell's
Literally,
great.
one of the... Yeah, see, Cody's got it right there in the chat. The first thing, it's the second line of dialogue you see in the game from Harp, and he goes, "Oh, that's pants." I'm like, okay, they did their work. They really did their work. And, of course, I also like high fantasy. I like magic and all that nonsense. How do I mash these two together? Because, England has a long, sorted history with, fantasy and medieval and King Arthur and all that shite. Let's smash these together. So we'll take Dungeons and Dragons and we'll take Pokemon and we'll just squash them together into one thing.
No.
So...
What? No.
Okay, no.
No, Thor, he's right behind my laptop and is I'm gonna get into this bag. Ooh, what's... I'm
As long as he stays out of my Skittles, I'm fine.
It was just the timing, which was perfect. So what I've done is I've taken, just normal, regular 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, because it is the easiest version of the game. And I've gone, okay, so you're just going to play a regular-ass D&D character. You want to play a wizard, you're a wizard. You want to play a bard, you're a bard. Just magic exists, you do magic, that's the thing. Not going to think too much about it. And then, well, what if we just gave... You had a Pokemon, and it's just another character. And so we just tweaked a few things, so instead of being a full rogue, you maybe have a few little extra things, or you take a few little things away. Instead of being a full wizard, you take a little few things away, you add a few things, and basically that's how you make a Pokemon. And you just find ways to make it work.
And for racial stains, you can find the moves they learn naturally, and hey, they just have this.
Yeah, so alright, so Flamethrower. Well, that's basically Burning Hands. Burning Hands, there you go. Psh, easy.
Hey, mine was super simple because it was just straight sorcerer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Just give them all the fire moves.
The other thing, which is just something to bring up and address, obviously, in the world of Pokemon, there's only humans. There isn't other species. There isn't elves and dwarves and half-orcs and all of that. So instead
As
of...
far as we know.
As
But what
far
if
as
there
we
was?
know. So instead of just being like, okay, no, everyone has to play a human, I was like, well, what if you just took the species traits and just like, okay, you are a human, but you have the traits of these things. So you want to play a dwarf, you're a dwarf. You are like a dwarf. You can be 4'3", you can have a big glorious beard and carry around a battle axe, but you're just a human. It's just flavor text.
You just described yourself.
I'm 6'2".
Prove it. You're on camera. It's not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna care.
I don't have a tape measure. What's a tall thing?
Can you touch your roof?
Yeah, like
So you went off camera. We can't see.
fine.
You went off Oh,
Yeah. Short roofs.
Real easy.
Must be a very short roof. Must be problems with hobbit holes.
No, I think this is like an 8-foot roof.
Hmm.
'Cause yeah, we're doing great at staying on topic.
Totally.
oh, totally.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. So I explained how things are going to work mechanically. That's basically the gist. Before I jump into like, okay, let's do a game side. Obviously, normally, you do like a session 0, but I already play with all of you. We already all know each other. We kind of already know each other's like veils and lines and all that. But once again, so this is the quick opportunity. Does anybody have anything which they're like desperately like, I do not want this in the game, I do not want that in the game, etc., etc.
I don't think so. You know our typical lines and veils. I think you're fine
Yeah.
with
Once again, at any point,
that. Wait.
Ooh,
No
Wait.
mannequins.
no mannequins.
No mannequins.
Okay, I can do that. That's pretty easy. Wait, hang on. I need to
For some
rewrite
reason,
an
me and Nick
entire.
just had
I need
this
to rewrite an
conversation
entire
about
story arc
mannequins
now.
everywhere, okay?
Alright, I'll need to rewrite an entire story arc, but fine.
And also,
Gotta
no
remove
Bidoof
the
unless they're being
mannequin.
punched in the face.
Hey, Bidoof, are cute. They're so doofy.
No. Weasel are cute.
That's true. Weasel are amazing.
Weasel adorable.
Avoid Swope.
Swove it?
Squavit's terrible.
Hook.
Terrible. Falls from a tree, I'm setting it on fire.
See,
So it's known.
I mean, not gonna lie, the first time I saw a Squavit, I was like, that is the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen. And then the more I played the game, the more I grew to hate them. And then I saw what it evolved into. I'm like, oh, well, I'm never catching one of you.
The only reason why I have one is because of a surprise trade.
I mean, I've got them
Yeah.
for my living decks. That's it. I have never used one. I never will use one, which I'm very disappointed by. Because,
Wait, you might.
oh
You realize
God.
you might.
I'm
You
going-
do randoms every Saturday.
I'm going to eventually probably end up using one. So yeah.
You're gonna be stuck with a damn Squavit at one of these points.
Ugh.
Just an entire team of them.
Just an entire team of Route 1 Pokemon for your randoms.
Oh God.
Get a double, a Greedent,
Greedent,
is that what the
Double, Corvisquire, Bolton.
Corviknight,
Yeah,
Bolton,
Knight,
and Nickit.
Yeah. That could actually be.
They're all terrible, competitive wise.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyhow, we're distracted.
We are very distracted.
That's fine.
We're very
Look.
distracted.
If people come here expecting like a high production value and people taking this stuff seriously, then they're wrong.
I'm just sitting here eating Skittles, man.
Yeah. So, alright, so obviously if anything occurs at any point in the game which anybody is made to feel even remotely like, hey, please feel free to make use of an X card, wherever that is, whether you want to type that out because you don't want to interrupt, or you just want to say, hey, can we pause here? That's cool.
I feel like there is an X card option in Roll20, but I have no idea.
There's an optional plugin thing that can be added.
Yeah. And it looks like Strider is from one in our chat in the Discord, so there's that.
I did have one.
We'll find a way.
The thing is, you got Nitro.
Yeah. So whether that is, you send me a DM in Discord, or you do it on Roll20, or wherever it is you do it, if anybody anytime feels uncomfortable by something, please feel free to speak up. Even if you don't feel like you can speak up, or you don't want to approach me, message one of the other players and be like, hey, I am uncomfortable, can you try and get this? Because, we're all friends. Of course we're all friends. We are more than happy to go, yo, what's up? Cool. Bam. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all we need to cover for that. Alright. Setting. The setting is Galar, because I like English stuff. I don't get excuses to use as much English stuff as I would like to, because apparently America thinks everything is America. So.
America thinks everything's America. What? There's been one American Pokemon, or two. There's been two American Pokemon games. One in New York and one in Hawaii.
And we don't actually.
Pokemon Kalosian, the Ore region is very American. All the settings.
See, I only played 15 minutes of that game because it's not part of the main thing. Because I also never had a 64.
Yeah.
Or GameCube, whatever it was on. I don't even remember.
GameCube was Colosseum and Colosseum 2. XD. But also, I think the Pokemon Ranger games, they're very Americanized.
Yeah. Especially Shadows of Almia.
Yeah. But I
which I
mean
played.
That. I just mean, come on.
Like the Ranger game.
Most TV series are American. Most films are American. Because we speak English, so therefore I have to suffer through a lot of American media. Which, I say suffer. A lot of it's good. A lot of it's great. But sometimes I want to go, oi, pip, cheerio, cup of tea. Oi.
Be British as fuck.
Yeah, just be proper British, mate. Yeah.
Proper. You ain't proper.
I mean, would you really want a bunch of Americans trying to make everything proper British? Is that what you really want out of your life?
Oh god, no.
Yeah, I feel like that would be terrible.
So that's the region we're doing this in. The time era zone thing, we are going 3,000 years before the current timeline of the Pokemon games to when the Darkest Day is taking place in Galar. So it's big, it's magical. Ooh, giant Pokemon.
It's big. It's big. It's magical. Everyone's gonna die.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. There's also other things I'm going to incorporate because I had ideas. Because I've not really got super loads of planning on this. It's very much we'll see how things go and see what's fun and where we take things. So basically, imagine super stereotypical, generic Lord of the Rings fantasy world. There's thatched roofed cottages and taverns and knights and rogues and wizards and scholars. It's all that wonderful, stereotypical, magical fantasy stuff. But also, there's giant steel elephants with trunks that look like excavators, but just they're kind of there. And fire-breathing lizards. So.
And giant cakes.
And giant cakes.
Very giant cakes that are ridiculously hard to capture, apparently. I'm not salty, you are.
Yeah,
how dare you?
That's a throwback to when I was doing because I wanted to go and get all the Gigantamax Pokemon, so I was doing all of those, and we got a cake raid, and I must have run that 20 times and nobody caught it except me.
It was great.
Okay. So that's the basic setting. Where we are going to start is we're going to start down in the lovely, peaceful, rural town of Wedgehurst, which is, the second town in the game. We're not starting in Postwick because there's literally 2 houses in Postwick. It's not a real place. So, Wedgehurst. It's nice, it's calm, there's lovely rolling fields in the background, shepherds walking around with their wooloos, just going, hang on, need to go Black Country, so that's very much the Hobbits from Lord of the Rings, so, oh, Mr. Frodo, oh, here, so it's kind of like around there, oh, yeah, oh, we're just kind of walking around, and we're looking after our wooloos, and it's all great, it's all grand, oh, yeah. What am I fucking doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I thought we were starting a movie, and then we're starting a game, and then you're just in there. Oh, Mr. Frodo.
Oh, Mr. Frodo, sir.
This wasn't D&D, this was just Bardic trying to give us his best impression of Lord of the Ring characters.
Why didn't you get to the game today? Because we were doing impression.
Why did you guys again? I don't fucking know. Bardic just didn't shut up. Alright. So it's that. It's very nice, peaceful. There's it really aggravates me. I can never remember the name of this piece of music. But that very stereotypical, like, morning sunrise. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, whatever that piece is called. If it was sunrise...
My brain. Whistling hurts in the headset.
Sorry, I forget.
So, obviously, it's not sunrise, because that doesn't fit the time, but, it's the kind of place where you imagine that happening. Sun would come over, and, it'd go through, and it'd hit all the fields of, I don't know, wheat. Just wheat. Whatever else we grow.
As wooloos prance around happily, or something.
Yeah, it's all a very lovely, idyllic setting. Where we're gonna start is it's just after sunset, and the 3 of you, for whatever reasons, in fact, we'll find out what those reasons are momentarily. But the 3 of you are in Wedgehurst, either together, separate. You can know each other, you don't even have to know each other exist right now. We can roleplay that out, we can do what we want. But you're in Wedgehurst, this nice, lovely, peaceful, idyllic town. And there's a lovely tavern. Who has a name for this tavern? What would a tavern in Wedgehurst be called?
I was just gonna say, like, keep it simple.
Paparaja's keg.
I was gonna say the Drunken Wooloo, but yeah.
Same. Just a drunken wooloo.
Okay.
That's it.
I love the Drunken Wooloo. Alright, although, hang on, we can get more British. So there's a wonderful thing in British culture, right? Where if you turn any noun into an adverb, or, you can make it a word for being drunk. So, we can say mashed, smashed, wankered, pissed, trolleyed. Like, any word fits to mean drunk. I could say, mate, I was so fucking gazeboed last Wednesday you would not believe.
Gazeboed.
Next time one of my many characters get drunk, I'm gonna make them say they were so gazeboed and not even give context.
Yeah, because that's the thing, you can literally say anything. So what is the funniest word we can think of?
I like the idea of using an instrument. So, and like the funniest instrument I can think of, it would be a bassoon.
Yeah.
The
bassoon wooloo.
Yeah, the bassoon wooloo. And, it's got a lovely little image that's drawn. It's got a wooloo of, like, little, like, flush.
His braids are, like, kind of frayed a little bit.
Yeah, like,
sideways.
slightly frayed braids. It's got, like, little reddened cheeks. And it's got a bassoon in its mouth going... So there's that lovely little thing.
How does a wooloo hold a bassoon?
Well, it doesn't. It's just
Very
like the
carefully.
bassoon is like resting. Oh, actually no, because it's not. It's just artwork. It doesn't need to show where the bassoon is resting. It just shows a wooloo with a bassoon in its mouth. Going,
Maybe it has a tiny harness.
Oh my god, the Wooloo it has a tiny harness. Thank you. That's perfect. So,
The hurdy-gurdied Wooloo, I like that too.
Like the
Cody?
hurdy-gurdy. Yeah, that's great.
we have settled on bassoon because I've
I
described
just looked
it.
over and saw
Yeah,
the chat, and
right.
Cody was like hurdy-gurdy. I'm like,
The
good
next
too.
tavern can be the hurdy-gurdy Wooloo.
Yeah,
Just all the taverns. are
every
named-
taverns are different instruments and a Wooloo.
exactly. And then there's actually going to be a traveling band of Wooloos that play instruments. That's going to be canon that exists in this story now.
I support them.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the doubles though?
Well, you know,
They also got they're the miniatures.
they're part of it as well. They take part. There's a joke about Scotland there. Probably. Considering what a bagpipe is traditionally
I feel
made
like
out
there's
of
always.
is a sheep's
feel like there's-
liver. So does that mean technically you could pick up a Wooloo and you could play it like a bagpipe? I love how me and Nick were on the exact same wavelength there. And I've totally just realised I fucking forgot to click record, so I'm just going to have to download the VOD of this. Fuck it.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It'll be
It's fine.
I
A
don't
little
have to...
annoying.
This is slightly worse audio quality, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Alrighty. So, the tavern. You have seen it. For some reason, you will probably want to go there. Probably because it's the only place that's open.
I'm already in there on the stage.
Hell yeah, you are. I was just about to say, I was going to point to each of you and go, what are you doing? So, Strider, what are you doing?
Freddie is on the stage. He's singing a song, probably some kind of thing that sounds similar to "Can't Stop Me Now," but like I can't because copyright things.
Will it be,
It's
would it
fine.
be Canto, Stop Me Now?
Yeah, there we go.
Canto, comma, stop me now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like Grovile's just there. What does he? Hold on, I forgot. Did I give my Grovile any music thing? No, he's good at these tools and cards. So he's probably running. He's probably running a table, gambling.
Okay. So, yeah, you know, we'll give you a little bit of a scene, and then we'll pick up on other people instead of going, so what do you... Alright, so first of all, do you want to roll me a performance? See how it's going? See how well you're doing?
Sure. Just so you're aware, he is playing a whatever time thing would be of a guitar.
Mandolin, lute. I mean, guitars will have existed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has a guitar. He has an acoustic guitar.
Nice.
Which I already forgot what. Performance roll is a +9. Boop. Oof.
That
Oof.
one.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh,
So,
is
that's
that...
how it's one of these games. My first roll of the game is gonna be a nat 1.
So, I'm
That
going
was
to
the first roll of the entire game. That's... Alright.
This
So-
entire campaign is now cursed.
I'm going to assume you weren't asked to perform. You literally just, like, stand up on, you know, like, either a small raised area where they would have fun, or you've just stood up on your table, whipped out your guitar, and gone, boing, doing! String just... whoop.
I like that.
Although I do need to ask, do you do, like, a whole, like, spiel where you stand up and go, ladies and gentlemen...
Hello, Wedgehurst. My name is Freddie. Would you like to hear a song? Nobody. Just nobody responds.
You hear
All
cricket
right.
tunes in the background.
Fuck.
You hear a chorus of diddle-oo-woo-wah. In case anyone forgot what cricket tunes fucking cry was, it was deedle weedle
Dude,
weedle
so much.
Oh, so
It's like
bad.
Yeah. I hate bug Pokemon, but then they just had to make me hate them even more with Kricketune.
And then Cricketune grabs you by the ankles and drags you to hell.
Pokemon.
That's
are
what
just-
Cricketune does.
Okay, so whilst that's going on, what's your Grovyle doing? Because you said Grovyle wants to set up a little card table.
Mm-hmm.
How do you envision this scene? Like, just so, like, you stood up and done that, Grovyle kind of like just scuttles on over to a small thing, lays out some cards, and
He just like rolls his eyes at me and just like, this fucking dumb. He probably talks to the other Pokemon of who have drunken masters at this place.
Hmm.
I mean, so
Or drunken partners, not masters.
yeah. So does Grovyle only play with other Pokemon, or is Grovyle playing with other humans and trying to earn some coin off of this?
I mean, yeah.
What do you want to roll for that? Do you want to roll something for Grovyle, see if you can earn some coin?
I mean, he has proficiency in cards,
Mm-hmm.
thieves' tools, intimidation.
If you have... Actually, you don't need to have anything, but, does Grovyle want to cheat?
No, he's just good at cards.
Alright. So,
He doesn't-
roll
I mean,
a proficiency for cards then. See if Grovyle can win a hand.
what do you use for tool for efficiency?
Alright, so it's a d20
It's
plus
a-
proficiency, and then plus whichever stat is most suitable for it, so cards, depending on how you're playing it, you can justify either Dex, Charisma, Int, like, it's whatever you can justify, that's how I play it. So,
So Dex.
yeah, if you want it to be Dex
Probably.
as standard, like,
Or I guess for cards, I mean, cards would be a luck roll in general.
obviously you can get proficiency in it, so I'm assuming...
I'll say intelligence,
Yeah,
because then it's like playing via strategy.
yeah, that sounds most fair to me.
Okay, so then it would be a d20 plus 5, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Yes. There's a plus 2 and plus 3. That's
16.
better.
Okay, versus what I rolled. Yeah, Grovyle wins at hand. Roll me 1d4 plus 1.
I got 2 plus 1 is 3.
Yeah, Grovyle earns 3 gold.
Alright!
Yay!
I like
Uh,
money.
Yeah, just for ease, we're going to use standard D&D currency. I'm not converting it to yen no, just gold.
It's not yen, it's pocket money!
It's
I
Pokedollars.
figured it out like at the beginning of this gen. I figured it out that's what that symbol means. It's pocket money!
Which is, yeah, but it is also just like a stand-in for yen.
Hmm.
Fine.
Kind of like how Belly...
Everyone always thought it was like
is.
Pokedollars or Pokeyen. No, it's pocket.
I mean, also in Bardic's defense, into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, they just call it gold, I think.
I
They
think
call it coins, I think, in that.
Coins are gold.
Yeah.
One
But
of the two.
whatever it is.
I know, but that's also a mystery dungeon where the humans don't exist.
Except they do because you were one.
It's another dimension.
It's a weird thing.
Well, and it's weird. Like in one game, they're in a different dimension. In another game, it's like they exist, but also no one knows where the hell the humans are, except that you're one and you're from the future.
Mystery Dungeon
It-
was weird.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
a mystery dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Grovyle wins the hand. How do you imagine, how does that scene look when Grovyle wins this hand? Like, describe Grovyle's character. How do they feel about winning this, and how do they act? And...
Like, it's 5-card draw, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of chucks cards away and was very quiet about it. And then, like, somebody else raises and gets around to him, and he puts a coin and then just folds his hand out. Like, ha! I didn't even have to raise to win money out of you.
And just scoops up this little pot of coins. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
Grovyle.
Probably all silver.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Oh, okay. So that's your nice little scene there of how you are in the bar to begin with.
That
Trixie-
proves, though, my image of what I had already created of just like this dumbass bard and the rogue that actually knows what the fuck they're doing.
I should have really asked you what you look like. That would be a good thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the dumbass bard, Freddy, looks He looks. Oh wait, I was right. I have a picture right there. Not there. Over there. And like he kind of looks like that, but he has a little hood on,
Mm-hmm.
and this hood has like cloth horns in it, and the cape hood combo is like a dark red.
I like that. That's really cool.
6'2" British man with a hair bone and a beard. Probably.
Yeah.
No, that's when Mateus shows up. No, I'm not going to use my self-insert character. Not this session, because I haven't planned for that. But maybe. I do like having a self-insert character. Anywho. So that's that. Trixie May.
Yes.
Who are you?
Hi.
Describe... We'll do this properly this time. Describe your character. Like, who you are, why you are here, what you are doing, and what you would like to do and experience in the bassooned Wooloo.
I kind of feel like Trixie May's been traveling a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just kind of like a stop in the road for her. So she's at the tavern right now, just kind of unwinding from a day's walk, reading her spell book, studying quietly, just hanging out. Where she's going,
Just you
not
two in
sure,
the corner.
wherever the road. Well,
Studying.
Braxton's doing something different.
Okay, so what are they doing?
They are keeping an eye on the card game.
Mm-hmm.
They notice the card game, see the bard stand on the table, and they just kind of like roll their eyes.
Are all of our Pokemon sassy as fuck?
I think that's the direction we're going.
I had a choice like a few days ago when I was like actually making the character of Grovile, and like I was wondering if I wanted to make him an asshole or just sassy. I mean, went just sassy.
Mm.
Cat, come say hello.
Hey, squirrel.
Okay,
Squirrel.
so obviously you're here, you see this person get up on table with like... no one encouraged him, he just, yeah, boing. Is there anything you would like to do in the tavern right now? Are you happy to just sit down with the reading and enjoy the... It previously was peaceful and ambient atmosphere, and now is slightly more raucous, and there's a little bit of laughter and, a little bit of, get off the table.
No, I gotta fix it now. Don't tell me to get off. I gotta fix it.
I was actually going to say, Braxton kind of wants to play a hand,
Oh, okay. So, Braxton...
but
Well,
out of is looking to possibly cheat. So like get a read on the people and yeah.
okay. Well, either you can roll something, either insight if you're just reading people to get a better chance, or sleight of hand if you're actively going to cheat, or are you going to make use of any of your Pokemon abilities?
I was actually going to kind of just stand, start to approach a little bit, stand a few feet, act like I'm just watching the game out of curiosity. Hello, are you good? Sorry, he had like a sneezing fit.
Oh.
And yeah, I want to just kind of try to get a read on them, like the people at the table, see what their tells are, watch a few hands.
Well, since you're watching, can I get you an investigation or a history roll from you?
Yeah.
From Braxton?
Yeah.
Obviously, I probably shouldn't. I mean, you all know me. The way I like to do things is I don't like to make players roll against each other, but if they choose to, that's up to you, and you can choose to do that stuff. If one player is like, I'd prefer not to roll against you, then we'll figure out another way. But if people want to do competing rolls against each other for stuff, that's up to you, and I fully support it. So, crack on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first. Where's my. I'm gonna do the insight first, and then I'll do the investigation.
Okay.
So, the insight does not go well.
Yeah, with a
What?
5.
Oh, we are off to
Everyone's
great
playing
start.
just totally crap except for Grovile.
Yeah.
Off to the races.
Yeah, you just breaks and will just kind of look at this and go, that person likes to stroke their face a lot. I wonder why. Oh, it must be really warm. That guy's sweating. Oh, that guy must have really dry lips. He keeps licking them. Weird, man.
Okay, and then you said an investigation
Or a history.
or a history? We're gonna go with history. Oh. See, Cat, this is why I can't hold you.
But, Mom.
I know I'm a monster. There we go, 14.
Ah,
That's better.
this is no normal Grovile.
Oh.
He seems weirdly royal.
Hmm.
You recognize him from whatever the period appropriate newspaper would be.
We just got royal Pokemon? Alright.
I don't know. We'll just call the biggest newspaper like the Daily Squawk, and it's just a picture of a Pelipper going. No, it's not
They
a
have to
Pelipper.
be delivered.
It's a Chatot, which is the mascot, but they get delivered by Pelippers. So it's just a Chatot
They're nice.
with like a really bad, like clip art-esque, like, you know, bam effect. It just reads squawk, and that's for newspapers. So you'll remember that time you read the newspaper and go, oh god, what's this crap? And I don't know, there would have been a picture of some very fancy looking Grovile. I don't know, maybe it slicks its leaf hair in a particular manner.
Leaf hair.
Oh yeah, look at the sprite on stream. You could totally just like slick that back.
Hmm.
Also, my hair keeps wanting to go like to both sides. I'm just like, no, just stay in the back.
I've got to re-dye my. I've given up on my hair. It's just there. So.
Oh,
Okay. So Breakson has assessed, like, okay, this Grovile, they're not standard. They're not just some run of the mill. There's something about them, and they're actually done pretty well at this card stuff. I don't know how they're doing so well because everyone here is such a masterful player. I can't read anybody. Well, how
Okay.
would you like to proceed?
I actually want to use one of, and if this works, I don't know. I talked to you briefly about it. So with this particular subclass, there is the psionic talents.
Mm-hmm.
There's a telepathic speech option.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So basically, I roll my psionic talent die, and however long that many hours, me and a chosen creature can speak telepathically, while we're within like a certain miles equal to the die rolled. So
Okay.
this works for a few miles. Would it work because Pokemon don't actually fully speak, like, common, quote unquote?
I mean, Meowth speaks and Mewtwo talks telepathically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For ease, what I'm gonna say is each of your Pokemon, they are your partner. You have a non-verbal understanding of one another. So through like various forms of body language and communicate. Kind of like how in the anime, like Ash knows what Pikachu is saying. Like he doesn't go, "Hey Pikachu," and Pikachu goes, "Pika Pika Boo," and goes, "Oh wow, Timmy's in the well. Okay." Like, but there's like an understanding of each other. So
What if Timmy was in the well?
So you can have an understanding with your Pokemon, and if you add telepathy in there, that is definitely a much stronger. So you could easily communicate that way. I'm going to say with wild Pokemon and other trainers, partners, other people's partners, you aren't trainers, you'd probably have to roll some kind of insight to try and understand what they're doing. And Pokemon, they can just communicate with each other super easy. I see a raised hand.
What if I just have speak with animals?
Speak with animals would also work.
I think I also got speak with animals.
You're a druid. You definitely have speak with animals.
Yeah, I do.
So, who is Brakeson hoping to communicate with?
With Trixie, of course.
Okay. So, roll your psionic talent dice, whatever the heck that is.
It's a 1d8.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, it's
Oh.
only 1 hour.
Well,
This is
that's
great.
fine. You don't need more than an
Oops.
hour to have like a more in-depth conversation. What are you communicating to yourself? This is weird. I'm asking you to roleplay of yourself.
Yeah, I just realized. So Braxton's just going to kind of send the message. Hey, I recognize this Grovile over here. And Trixie, meanwhile, on the other side of the bar, is going to just sort of raise an eyebrow and look over her book towards the table. I guess try to do it subtly without getting noticed.
I mean, if you want to roll for that, I will probably allow you to roll with advantage because there is a very loud bard stomping around on a table that probably is taking more attention away from anybody who's just casually lowering their book down a little bit.
Although Grovile is actively ignoring that, so if you're trying to...
If you're trying to make the Grovile not see you, then no advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
Yeah, no, it's specifically.
Once again, if you want to roll opposed rolls here, so a stealth versus perception, go for it.
Roll 20 is lagging for me. It's
Also
supposed to-
passive perception. Decent. Nice.
Wow, that took forever. It's an 11.
It's on 11. Yeah, passive was 14.
Yeah, so
So, how do you imagine you do this unstealthily? What, do you, like, do the whole...
so
Ooh,
so she's sitting reading the book, head has been buried this whole time. Originally it was just kind of she was looking down to read just because it was more comfortable, but then when she gets the little telepathic ping, she just immediately lifts her head with a book in hand, like still hiding her face, and then just slowly lowers it and peeks over. Like I've heard of spies doing this before, but in actuality,
Okay, so, Grovile, I need to ask, a Brakeson has walked up and just kind of looking around and going, and then someone very unsubtly one table over going, What does Grovile do in response to all of this?
Just rolls his eyes mostly, and then just like chucks a card at the brakes and like, yo, you're gonna play or what?
Okay, so, if I put a little pause right there before you roll to play a hand. Celine, you are in this tavern, you are doing whatever the heck it is you want to do. You're sat at the bar, you're sat at a table, you're sat in a corner with a hood up, going like, don't notice me, I'm cool and dark and edgy. Like, whatever it is you want to be doing, you are doing it.
So like my namesake, Strider.
Yeah.
Sorry, I completely lost my plan of how I was going to introduce Celine.
That's fine. You can have
Sorry.
your introduction be you like kick the tavern doors open and an ominous wind flows in and flutters and you go, sup. However it is you want to enter and handle what you are doing, that is entirely in your hands.
You mentioned having a plan, so.
But before you do that, before you tell us exactly what you're doing, do you want to describe who you are and why you are here?
So, for reasons, Celine has just been wandering Galar for the past while. And I guess like this is her most recent stop, so she's thinking, oh, I guess I'll just go to the bar and get drunk, basically.
No.
Or just at least have one drink.
Yeah, that's perfectly valid.
And so I imagine like she just comes in here and like looks around at everything, decides, yeah, I'm not going to even bother trying to figure out what's going on here, and just orders like a drink for herself, some food for Luna, her Umbreon, who is just sort of walking alongside her, and then just goes to a far corner booth and just drinks while her Umbreon eats. And it's probably like good food, like she like not like kibble or anything, but like very good actual food.
Okay. Well, what kind of food are you going for? You know,
oh god, now I can't stop thinking about steak. Jeez. Just order a giant steak for an Umbreon. Jeez.
Yeah, like a giant, big, like, T-bone steak, just like...
Yeah, screw it!
Yeah, bigger than the Umbreon's head. This giant Toro steak. And this Umbreon sat there, hang out his mouth going...
Yep.
We already know Pokemon are eaten. It's Tauros.
Yeah. It's
Tauros and Slowpokes. Probably Mareeps as well.
Miltanks.
Miltanks we get Moo Milk from.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
You know, that's something.
People probably eat some Squavit too, because, like, goddamn, there's too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was about to say, there's not really a chicken Pokemon, except Torchic.
Oh no,
It's already barbecued.
Exactly!
Food to fire! My fire chicken, no!
Oh my god. Someone gets a Blaziken to cook Torchic wings for them.
No.
That's so brutal.
It's even worse because
No.
in my fire
You
red
just-
Nuzlocke, my
all
Blaziken's
you need to
name
do
is
to-
Nuggets.
You named them Nuggets.
Yes!
Wait, didn't I tell you that? I told
Yes,
you
you
to name them
did.
Nuggets. I'm a terrible person.
You
I'm good at
named
coming
him.
up with other people's Pokemon nicknames. My own? Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
You know, the only thing you need to have a stove though is you just need to turn a Centiskorch upside down.
That's very true. Alright.
Yeah.
Strider has redeemed a channel point reward to see a doggo. Unfortunately, the doggos are not in the room right now. So you will have to make do with a photo of a doggo, which I don't have any on my computer, so this is going to be awkward. I show you a photo on my phone.
Oh god, the ring light.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doggo!
No.
Yay, doggo!
There's a sleeping doggo. There, that'll do.
Sleepy doggo.
When they actually get in the room, I'll pick one up and show it to you. It's very rare they aren't in here while I stream. It's weird and different, and I don't like it. Okay, so, Celine, you're sat, you're enjoying a drink, probably a meal, you've probably got a steak as well, or whatever it is you choose to eat, I don't know, leaves.
Give the Umbreon a steak and you have, like, rice.
Yeah.
And obviously...
I'll take it, suds.
Obviously,
Side salad.
then there is a bit of a commotion as some stranger in like a hood with cloth horn stands up and starts kicking up a fuss, and you look around and you go, oh, there's a card game going on there, and that person is subtly trying to look at someone, I think. It's a whole mess of stuff. Do you have any desire to interact with anything going on? Is there very much like, what a lively and enjoyable place right now, and I'm going to go back to my meal and wait for the plot to happen?
This is a bardic game. Are you kidding? There's no plot.
I think Celine would try to like keep to herself, but Luna, while she was still eating her steak, she would just be looking around like, ooh, stuff. I want to explore while eating this giant steak.
Okay, so I love the image of this Umbreon, steak in mouth, walking on over. Is it walking over to other people? Is it walking over to a Pokemon
It's
cards
just-
table and just like kind of walks over, steak in mouth, and like just...
Yes, totally. Luna sees the card game, and even though she can't play due to lack of opposable thumbs, she just walks over like, hey guys, what's going on?
Oh yeah, you have a quadruped. Oh, the poor thing.
I just love
She
the
can't
idea.
play cards.
I love the idea of Celine walking over, sitting, like a stereotypical like dog or animal sit, but as it does so, just like flops.
Celine's the trainer.
Yeah, so Luna.
Luna.
No, Luna. Celine is now doing it. Celine is now walking over.
Celine, in this time, turned into an Umbreon.
Yeah. Okay,
The
so
wild
sorry.
shape.
Luna has walked over. I like to imagine sits down like a dog, but as they do so, just kind of like flops their steak onto the table, continues nomming it as it just on the table, and just each mouthful just slowly slides off. There's always other, there's, I assume there's humans playing this card game as well. There's humans and there's Pokemon. I'm just kind of playing this card game. This Umbreon's just sat there with a steak looking at them. They go,
Like with big ol'
What's up?
eyes too, just like, hi.
A person who has sat there joining in. Don't have an name for this person, but just generic human-esque looking guy, probably like a farmhand.
Gambler number 3.
Yeah, let's say slight 5 o'clock shadow, like quite hairy arms, well built. They're just there with some cards and kind of going, kind of looking at us. You join in? And does Luna just look up and keep nomming the steak? Just,
Probably.
Probably. Just-
alright,
Mm,
cool.
Grovile just like takes like a couple leaves and like sweeps up some crumbs. Gets them off the table so as they don't get on the cards.
Right. Grovile, mate, think it's your deal.
Grow. My deal. I deal cards for.
And Breakson, are you joining in on this? Do we want to
Yeah.
roll? Okay.
Yeah,
It-
I'm
Are you trying to cheat or are you trying to play fair?
gonna try to play fair.
Okay.
Try.
So for that, just roll a toolkit. Obviously, if you don't have proficiency, you just get D20.
Plus
Yeah.
intelligence for strategy, or charisma for luck, or dex for cheating. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those if you can justify it.
Yeah, whatever you can justify adding as your modifier, you may add.
Alright.
Okay, so I can see Groval's roll is a 15.
I'm gonna say plus charisma, like that, keeping the poker face, chill, calm, collected.
21.
Wow.
And my roll was an 11. So, Breakson will win this hand Either we can just do the same, we can just roll a d4 plus 1, see how much money you win, or we can role play out, how much you want to raise and all that, whatever it is.
Well, we already know she's winning. I'm not gonna bet.
Yeah. This is true. Alright, so just roll 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Just assume we're taking it all from Gene Eric.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, Gene Eric was really confident in his hand, and then when it gets laid out, he goes, "Oh, I thought we were playing gin rummy. That would make more sense. Why I lost."
Don't you play gin with like 13 cards?
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. Well, that's my week's pay gone. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna have to bow out because I'm all out now, really. Like,
Grovile does like a okay, bye.
okay. Thanks for playing, lads.
The tips an
Brag-
invisible hat.
Axon's going to take 2 of the gold pieces and just like slide it back towards the guy before he leaves.
Bro just gives a look like, what the fuck?
Gene
Oh no,
goes,
I'm still keeping some of it, but
Gene puts his hand and goes, "Oh, no. Look, it's fine. Because, I say, like a whole week's wages and whatnot. But, I've already got my food. That was, me spending money. It just means I can't go drinking for the rest of the week, really. It's fine. You earned it. Fair and square. In fact, this might be the moment where I have a revelation where I realise I probably shouldn't waste my money gambling against Pokemon who have special abilities and powers whilst I am just a normal, boring farmhand."
Freddy hops down off the table and just like, yep, that's why I don't do it anymore. As you see, Jim is too good. I've never won against him.
So is your name Jim? Sorry. I've just been calling you Grovile. That's very...
It's fair. I mean, I can talk to him, so like, he just kind of says grow a lot, but he can't really tell you his name.
Oh. Alright.
Anyways, hi, I'm Freddy.
Hi.
You appear to have lost.
I have. My name's Gene, apparently. Gene Eric. Yep, that's
You
me.
should go on an adventure.
Really?
Yeah. Change your name. Jack's better than Gene.
Look, are you somehow insinuating that I have a similar sounding voice to another person from another thing, as if, the almighty Arceus who created all of us only has so many voices and capabilities to create disparity between all of us living creatures?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Luna kind of like gives this like look of, "What the hell are you talking about, mate?"
Pat the Luna. Enjoy your steak.
Right. Well,
Luna just makes happy brown noises.
he tips his cap and looks over and goes, "Alright, Wooly, come here." A little Wooloo trots on over. He goes, "Come on." Scoops him up in a big arm and goes, "Alright, I'm off home. Have a good one, lads, ladies, whoever you are."
Out goes Gene.
As Gene approaches the door is swung open in a dramatic flare. There is a sound of thunder and rain pouring as the door is flung over. It knocks Gene over. Wooly the Wooloo just rolls across the room.
Roll out.
Goes, "Ah! Woo!"
bye.
And from the other side of the door, a hooded figure wearing a fully black hood. They seem drenched. They are breathing heavily. You can see the condensation coming from her breath. It's obviously a little bit chilly outside. And they go...
Now calm down. Breathe. Maybe a drink of water. No?
Yes.
Was that a mentor? Jesus.
No.
Um. Barkeep, water, please.
Someone will send over water. Cramorant swoops over. It has like a glass of water in its gullet. And it goes, ah.
Fucking gulp missiles a glass of water at the stranger.
Yeah. The stranger goes, oh, oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Needed that. Bit parched. Kind of exhausted.
Oh,
The whole, sprinted.
Yeah,
mate.
you just seem you're okay. You're fine.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Everyone good? Everyone? Yeah. Great. Grand. Wonderful.
I'm fine. Are you good? I'm fine. Yes. Are you good?
Yeah. Just a little bit of a rush. What was I? What was I doing? How's everyone else doing? You good?
I'm fine. Jim, you doing good? Growl. Yeah, he's doing fine. He won. Also, this Brakeson won the last hand.
Yeah. Sorry.
Who's with this Brakeson and this Umbreon?
There's just a voice from Celine like, oh, she's with me. Don't mind her. And then Luna's just
adorable.
Just keeps munching on her steak. Thank you.
Gene will stand himself up and go and pick up Wooly and go, yeah, well, Wooly will live. I'm alright. It's fine. He goes, good, cool, great, wonderful. Everyone run for your fucking lives!
Why?
They're coming.
Who?
The people, what are they called? You kind
The Johto Inquisition?
a sword and like
The president?
no, because that's actually a bastardization of what the original tune is. Because whoever
God save. No. What?
I can't remember the flipping names.
Has Holy
I know
Arceus
it
come
is.
down to
Yeah.
rain judgment upon us all?
He kind of like he doesn't have a mustache, but he kind of goes, them ones. Sorry, my brain
The
is
French?
No,
Sorry,
yeah.
wait.
The
What?
Kalosians?
The Kalosians?
That's their names. Yeah, they're coming. War happening. It's a thing, apparently.
Is that still going on?
Yeah. I just got so
Pokemon.
flustered, mate.
This
Couldn't remember.
war takes forever.
It does. They arrived, and they're just up at Postwick. So, unless they get lost on Route 1, which is pretty hard to do.
It's a straight shot. It's like 20 steps.
Look,
How
I
do you
got
even get
lost, so,
I mean, unless there's like Sleeping Lulu in the way.
There's probably Wooloo in the way. There's always Wooloo in the
Look,
way.
you'd be
Oh, it's
amazed
Lulu.
at how easy it is to get lost. I was running out there for 20 minutes, mate.
Right. Anyway, so there's Kalosians.
Yeah.
How many?
You know what? I didn't really stop and count.
Is there less than 20?
From what I saw, it's probably, it sounds about right. Somewhere around there. But I assume they didn't just send that small. I assume if they're here, there's probably more of them. You've probably got like a whole boat load.
I mean,
One
they're
with
not hard
some-
to find. They're always wearing bright white.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was terrible.
Yeah. All I know, like, unless these lot all just flew over on one Pokemon at a time, or they all took individual surfers, I assume they came in a boat. So there's a literal boatload of them.
Well, how big is the boat?
gonna, like, snap her book close, stand up. Are we going to keep talking about this, or are we going to actually move?
So Celine just stands up, still holding like probably a big mug of ale. Like, yeah, are we gonna keep talking, or are we gonna actually get the fuck out?
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Do we need to get the fuck out, or can we deal with it? Like, we're at war. We understand this. We've been at war for God knows how long. Sorry. Arkies know how long. But, like, I'm just wondering if it's something to be afraid of at this moment. And this guy doesn't seem to know because he didn't stop to count how many there were.
Oh, look, I was just sat out, enjoying the nice evening air, having and all of a sudden just thunder,
Were they aggressive or were they just walking?
Oh, they started setting fire to stuff. So that's why I
That's a
ran.
problem. You're the Braxton. I'm assuming you're the one who didn't talk earlier. I'm assuming it's your Braxton. You're your friend. You know how to
Yes.
deal with fire, yeah?
And at this point, Trixie just starts walking out, and she's reopened her book. She's starting to walk out of the tavern, and it's just flipping through, like, all right, deal with this as we move. Come on.
Okay.
Ah, well, see, she knows what she's doing. I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah, I think I should follow her too. Luna's giving me very dirty looks. Meanwhile, Luna is just staring at like the mug of ale, like, don't you dare drink more.
It's your Luna, or it's your Umbreon named Luna. She's adorable. She enjoys that steak. Love her. Pat's head, please. Come on, Grow. Jim. Come on, Jim.
So,
Grow.
all the normal farm generic people, they've gone, oh, and they've booked it because they are not fighters. They are farmers and casual people. They do not engage in combat and war and the like and the such. So it really just ends up being the three of you.
6 of us.
Well, 3 of you and your
6 of us.
Pokemon. As you step out, you try and give this big rallying war cry. And go, oh, come on, we can do it. You step out, and you turn around, and you see the rest of the tavern is just cleared, and you see people running off in different directions, leaving you, Grovile, Trixie May, Rakeson, Celine, and Luna. Yep. And the guy who just came to deliver this message. It's very, now that you can make him out a little bit more, the ominous hooded figure, he actually just looks to be like quite skinny and weedy and, just very fresh-faced, very juvenile, just very, like, clearly out of his depth. Clearly just a local boy who has no idea what's going on in the world. And he goes, ah!
It's just a 16-year-old kid that enrolled in the Kalosian invasion.
Well, he wasn't part of it. He's just here. As I was saying, he was just out at Postwick, sat down, enjoying the nice evening air, and saw, the Kalosians arriving and fires building from the.
I didn't realize Postwick was on the coast.
I mean, judging. How like the actual United Kingdom is set up, Hastings is down there on the southwest coast, and
so
that's
is Postwick Cornwall
basically, yeah.
or Dover.
They're all along that south.
It's all the south coast.
Yeah, it's such a mess because obviously the southeast is where London is, but Wyndon is up in the north, so it's all. So yeah, we're saying there's a coast there. We're establishing that.
All roads lead to Motostoke.
Yeah. So, in the distance, maybe you've got a good couple of 100 feet or so between you, and you can see the forces there, these Kalosian invaders. You can make out, good somewhere between 10 and 20 right now. And you see some who appear to be riding horse-like creatures, so, riding Rapidashers, or Zebstrikers, or any large, there's one riding a Giraffarig, because I think that's freaking hilarious. But riding the Giraffarig backwards.
One's riding a douche trio.
Yeah, so, There's some who are mounted, like cavaliers. There's some who are carrying like large shields and hone edges.
Just wielding a hone edge.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Could anything be used as like a, like a pike or a spear? Are there any Pokemon who vaguely resemble that? Oh no, Bedoy.
Maybe like Rotoms that possess. Well,
There's no technology.
Yeah, there's no
yeah,
technology.
years
Rotoms
ago.
wouldn't be able to
So
do that.
yeah, we'll say there's like a small line of Pawniard. So we'll say there's like 5 Pawniard. They're marching in front, going da 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 da. Then you see like a few on their horseback. So
And a Bisharp behind all the Pawniard.
we'll say the Bisharp isn't here. At least not that you can see in this initial encounter.
Mm.
You've got some time to do some prep work or have some conversations. Be like, all right, so what do we do? Because if we defend this, we know there's more. Do we think we can stave off like a full invading force, or are we gonna try and book it?
That appears to be a lot more than 20.
Yes.
I'm. At this point, you just see Trixie. She's kind of muttering to herself. And Braxton's at her side. And basically, I'm just doing, trying to do a ritual, possibly. I don't know if there's time, but I'm just trying to book it out of there, do detect magic. That way I can have a sense of what's around as I'm just trying to book it out. Braxton.
A ritual
kind of
takes
back up.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to justify. It's like, if you can see someone, would it take them 10 minutes to reach you?
Yeah, no.
No.
Not unless you stealthed it.
Yeah. But
And
then,
even
you'd be in combat, and 10 minutes in combat is like 60
Yup.
rounds.
Yep.
Well, 100 rounds or whatever it is.
So it's six rounds per... No, 10 rounds per minute.
Yeah. So it'd be 100 rounds,
No.
and we ain't doing 100
Nope.
rounds of combat.
No, fuck. I know what I'm doing. Mage
Okay.
armor.
Alright.
Mage armor on myself.
Mage armor's a good idea.
How
'Cause it
how
just
do
ups your
you...
AC.
How does this look in your mind, in this Pokemon world? How does this look? You crack open your spell book?
Yeah, I pretty much I crack open the spell book, I start reading from it.
I love
Braxton's
that your
right
spell book is
beside
a
me.
switch case.
I don't have a book nearby, so fuck.
You don't have like a D&D book.
My books are on the other side of the room. The computer is here. Are you picking up my logic?
I am.
Go with it.
I get it.
Yeah. So, just thumbing through the spell book, and Braxton's at the side, getting ready to potentially defend, cast a spell if need be, to keep whoever off of Trixie.
Okay. Is there any particular way you want to flavor how the mage armor looks? Like, are you just going standard? All right, you get like this translucent, or do you want it to look magical and Pokemon-y? Because I fully
You
endorse.
see like a little circle appear underneath it, and it goes whoop 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 whoop.
I fully
Your
endorse.
defense is increased.
I fully endorse all ridiculous stuff. So if you want your mage armor to essentially look, I don't know, like there's a translucent chestnut standing around you and that's your mage armor, like whatever ridiculous idea you have, I'm down for it. The more ridiculous and anime and over the top, I am the more down for it.
No, I'd almost imagine it looks more like a suit of armor. It's got the pauldrons around the shoulder, just all translucent.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly have some kind of crest from where, I'm not sure.
From the place you studied.
Yeah, from the place. Yeah, it's of my school.
Yeah.
It's the school crest.
The Swine Veruca School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The legally distinct Hogwarts. I don't know.
Or like a legally distinct Garagmok.
Oh, it's Garrick Mach Monastery. There you go.
Pokemon would be their crest.
For Garrick Mach or Swine Veruca? Swine Veruca would definitely be a Grumpig.
I love Grump.
Or
It'd be
Emboar.
No, it's a Grumpig, an Emboar, and a Mamoswine, all just kind of like growling at each other, going, "Urgh." Like so.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
their
like a
three
little
houses.
triad. Yeah. Do.
Yeah.
Do.
Yep. I dig it.
There we go. So that's what you're doing. Breakson is getting ready to cast a spell. So basically, you want to ready an action.
Yeah.
Or is it just flavor? You just want to flavor something.
I would actually say getting ready to cast Burning Hands, but if someone like gets in the vicinity trying to attack Trixie or whoever else is around.
All right. So that's you. Celine / Luna. What would you like to do? What's your preparation for you see basically like a scouting wave or like a preliminary wave of enemy forces coming to invade this nice peaceful little town?
I'm just like trying to figure that out. Like,
Do you want me to go to Strider and give you a little bit more time?
yeah, please. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Do not worry about it. Strider, what are Freddy and Jim doing?
So there's a group of dudes hanging out. Yeah.
Well, they're marching.
Well, yeah, they're marching, but like they're not like actively attacking anything. But they're in formation and marching.
Yeah. The full formation. Now I've actually decided it. 5 Pawniard forming a V, leading the charge. Behind them is 5 like humans. They are wearing they're not wearing like full suits of armor, but they're wearing armor like studded leathers, and they all seem to be wielding a sword like a hone edge. And that's like wave 1 of those 10 people. Well, 5 people, 5 Pokemon. Then behind them, you can see 5 more people. So that is 1 person on a Dodrio, 1 person on a Rapidash. It's specifically not Galarian Rapidash, so Fire Horse. 1 person on a Zebstrika, 1 person who's riding a Girafarig backwards. And what should the 5th person be riding? What's another fun Pokemon?
A Lunatone.
Actually, yeah, you know what?
Ow!
They are just sat. They are sat on a Lunatone that is hovering, and they seem to be like preparing spellcasting stuff on it. So that they're slightly further back, so you know you'd be able to deal with wave 1 and then wave 2. Wave 2 looks significantly stronger. As with having like the fully
two
evolved
spells
Pokemon.
at once? I don't think so.
I'm
Can't
gonna,
Mm.
I'm gonna count this as like just 1 round essentially of prep time, and then you'll get into an area where you can like roll initiative and all that jazz.
Okay, because I wanted to do a thing, but I guess I can do a different thing. I want to cast Sleep on the front line, so as the people in the back line have to trip over them.
Okay. What's the range on sleep?
It's like
good
90.
question.
I
It's
believe.
pretty.
I think it's
kinda
pretty far.
I want to say it's 90 feet.
It's surprisingly large. Scry, Shatter.
Yeah, it's
Sleep.
it's
90 feet, and then
yeah.
it's a 20-foot radius around the point I choose after 90 feet, so it can be up to 110.
Yeah. All right. So you're looking. You could easily plant that right in the center of the Pawniard V and hit all 5 Pawniard, but you probably couldn't hit anybody further than that.
But if I hit the Poniard V, then the people walking behind them will have to step over the
Yeah,
Poniard
they'll
V.
have to move at half speed to walk around them or step over them, or roll acrobatics or athletics to go at full speed over them. So yeah, you can
Right,
definitely slow them down.
We'll do that. I'm gonna chuck a 2nd level sleep at them, so as a roll 78. 36.
36.
36.
36 hit dice worth of people. Which actually is kind of perfect. Because I gave all of these 7 hit points.
Oh, perfect.
So you literally just get all of them.
Just knock out the Poniard V.
Yeah, so they're kind of walking going pop, pop, pop. Little dagger hands. How do you cast sleep? What do you do? Just a flavor.
Just look at him and I'm just like, God, you guys are annoying. Please just sleep in the grass.
There we go. Da da. And they all
Perfect.
they all collapse inwards. I'm gonna say so. We go do 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 do. So there's like a little pile of poniards, and
It's
so
like the outside ones like fall directly left, and the one forward they fall like slightly back and left, and inward, and then the one in the center just falls directly backward.
So, boom. So you have slowed them down, which actually that is going to give you another round of prep time if you so wish, because they've now got to slow down. So, Luna and Celine. Oh, sorry, Jim. What does Jim want to do as well, or is Jim just Final Fantasy active waiting pose? Dun, dun, dun,
Probably
dun,
active
dun,
waiting
dun,
pose,
dun,
because
dun,
or maybe he'll just disappear and wait to stab somebody who gets too close.
Okay. Do you want to roll stealth?
Sure. If I could... No, not negatives. Positives. 23.
Yeah. So you've done that. You turn around and Jim's just disappeared. I'm just about to go, Jim. Oh, yeah. Do you think?
Totally perfect.
Celine, Luna, have you thought a little bit more?
I think for Celine, she would probably be preparing to cast Moonbeam, possibly. Like as the marching force gets closer, she is preparing to just cast Moonbeam and try to get as many as she can in like the radius of
On the caster.
Okay. What is the range of Moonbeam?
It is 120 feet.
All right.
And like,
so
it's
what you
It has
could
radius as well.
very easily do is you could basically drop that down on the poniards that have fallen over, hit all of them, and hit the people who've got to cross through that space now as well. So you could hit that entire first wave of 10 people.
Oh, I could totally do that. Yeah, I think like that might be what she'll end up doing. Like she just sees them all fall and is like, I know I'm going to just make this like a bit easier for us, and then just drops it.
Okay. Roll. 11 damage. Obviously, the poniards are all unconscious. They get no saving throw. So, all those poniards, they are now fainted. They were asleep. You knocked them the frig out. The saving throw, Constitution save for the people.
Yes.
Gonna be easy and just roll 1 for. Yikes, that's a 2. So, the 5 people behind, they also take a full brunt as they're clambering over the poniards, going, moon damage, Hang on. Oh no, the lunar damage.
See, it's hitting you guys hard because you're doing those accents.
Zut allons, this is terrible. How could this
I
happen to
agree.
us?
You should stop doing the accent because this is not this man, and I'm not even Kalosian.
And Luna, well, what does Luna want to do?
Thing is, there's like 2 things that I'm thinking of. One is she could try to cast Fog Cloud because it's also 120 feet, so it could act as like just a way to obscure everything and make it harder to move around, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Or she also has Charm Person, which is like 30 feet, so maybe like if anyone gets closer, she can like use that to make them not want to attack, possibly.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I could have charm person working that way.
Well, you'd have to wait to do that. So obviously you've got
Yeah.
because of what Nick did, and now what you've done is you will have another turn of prep before these people get close to you. So
Okay.
if you just want to do things that work now, you can do that, or you can just go, oh, Luna just hangs out, keeps Nom and steak, acting super cash about everything.
The adorable Umbreon.
Luna is just acting cute until somebody decides to come by. That's her, guys.
That's,
Do not trust the cute ones.
that is totally fair and reasonable.
So yeah, I think Luna, like, she sees, like, we got some time, so she's just going to wait to use her powers. Maybe hope that her cuteness makes people lower their guard.
Okay. So what we will do is we'll do this second round of pre-battle stuff as the enemy approach, and then if people want it, we can take a quick break there. So before actual combat starts, we can take a break. So we'll do quickly what is everyone doing this last round, because as next round, and then people are definitely going to be here in combat, and we'll take a break, come back, and do full combat afterwards. Is that good? Bad? Indifferent?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Sounds good.
Alright. Trixie and no nickname Breakson.
I'll
You're-
have a nickname later.
You, because of your new, I can't call him a friend, this new person
Acquaintance.
this new person you have interacted with once, doing a very smart plan, has slowed their attack. You seem to have more prep time. What would you like to do?
Okay, is it possible to do a perception check to see if I can recognize anybody in like nicer garb who looks like they're running, this unit that's heading toward us?
Yeah. Either. I think a history check would be good for that. To be like, aha, that's the sign of an important person. But
I can do that thing.
if there's anything else you want to try and justify, perception to who looks different, that would also work. Whatever role you feel most justified in making.
No, I'll go with history. I'm good at that.
Alright.
16.
16. Yeah. Immediately, the person who seems to be floating on the Lunatone, they look pretty important because they're the one riding the stupidest Pokemon. They have to be important. So they seem maybe like a big deal.
It's like the king's horse that isn't used. It's like a huge war horse, but it's not used for war. It's just to be there.
Yeah.
Just to show off, hey, I'm rich.
Okay, so are they within 30 feet of where we would be at this point, or how far?
No, So where this initially took place is they had like maybe 100 feet, maybe slightly less from that. You've slowed down wave 1, and they're basically all done for because of Moonbeam being insanely powerful. The people,
Moonbeam's crazy.
yeah, the other people, they are 30 feet behind them, so they're like 130 feet away.
Okay.
So what happens whenever we're all fucking spellcasters? We're all just looking at our spell list, like, what can I do?
I had this plan, but no. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go for I guess chromatic orb. I think I can hit something with maybe the guy.
Yeah.
Hold him back a little bit, yeah. So that is That was not a good roll.
Okay, so that's an 11 to hit. Oh, no, a 9 to hit.
No.
Sorry.
No,
that's
it's a
a
9 to
9 to
hit for
hit.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to flavor what this looks like? How you form it? How you throw it? Or you're just like, pew.
So you just see her take the book in one hand, her other hand just kind of outstretched with, proper components, what have you, and it creates this like warbling ray of or warbling fireball around her hand, and she just kind of chucks it, and it most likely just goes wide and lands somewhere completely where it was.
Well, what I was going to do is you go, ha! And it goes, and it looks like it's going, it looks like it's going, it looks like it's going, and the person sat on the Lunatone, who now I have decided is kind of dressed like a religious figure, because I like that imagery. Very like typical medieval fantasy cleric-y priest, big stupid hat, all that jazz. Kind of sits up there, the cross-legged on the Lunatone, kind of look up and go, no. And they seem to use their own magic to deflect it, as it wasn't really going to hit them, they just go, then they throw it off into the side, it hits a field, and the field kind of goes, you just blow up a field. A Wooloo comes running out going, Mah!
Why'd you hit the field? You're supposed to hit them, not our stuff.
It was an accident, and I'm gonna just turn around and start running. Put some distance.
Okay, so you start to run away. What does Breakson do?
That's a good question.
So many spellcasters.
This is a party of spellcasters, everyone. Oh,
Well,
okay.
Everyone except for my Grovile.
Alright, you know what? So, Trixie's just gonna kind of look at Trixie for a second, shake its head, pull out the little, wand that almost looks like just a little stick that's in between his tail, aim it, and cast Fireball.
You say bolt or ball there?
Fireball.
Uh-huh. Are you hitting the people in the moonbeam, or are you going further afield? You trying to...
I'm gonna hit the people in the moonbeam.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. So, that's a D15 dex save.
They do make the save. I'm just rolling one die for ease here. I got a 17 on the die. But they are already heavily damaged from not making the con save of the moonbeam. So they've already all taken 11. So, Fireball, 25 damage, take half of that, 12.
Half of that, yeah.
Well, they already all took 11, so now taking another 12, that's 23 damage. Yeah, these grunt soldiers, they're barbecued. They're all gone, oh no, also the moonbeam, it is so terrible. How do we do? Ah, fire! There are a bunch of swords, a bunch of hone edges clattered on the ground, smoke coming up off of them. People piled on top of a pawnyard which had been destroyed by a moonbeam, all just kind of laid. But you're just creating a large pile of corpses, basically.
Corpses, fire, don't come near us. We will do this to you.
Meanwhile, Luna is still chewing on her steak. Very content,
Nick,
Yeah?
what do Freddy and Jim want to do?
Alright, well, there's a pile of Kalosians there. I think they're fine, I've dealt with. I don't think there's much else. I don't think I have the range to do anything else at this point. So, on God! I guess, just draw my rapier and wait. I'm sure Jim will be somewhere.
Okay, so where is Jim? Obviously, Jim disappeared, went into hiding. Is Jim moving close to him to jump
He's hiding
out?
in tall grass, like duh.
Of course, obviously. So, is Jim
Wait.
using this time to like move closer so then can like just leap out and attack people as they get closer, or?
Let's see, if last turn he... I guess... Yeah, he's headed for the spellcaster.
Okay.
However far that could be.
Some use an action to stealth, and then you had a movement, so you had like 30 feet.
He'd be 90 feet away from where he was a second
Yeah.
ago.
And these people were 130 feet away from you to begin with. So next turn, yeah, you can definitely leap out and attack.
Yeah.
All right, Celine, Luna, what do you want to do on this second turn of prep? And then after that, we'll take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back, and we'll have actual combat.
I. I think as like everyone is getting closer, Celine will cast. Well, how does? Okay, it lasts for an hour, so cast flame arrows on like her own batch of arrows because she got a crossbow, and just prepare that for when like actual fighting happens.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that.
Go away, Book. I don't need you right now. You're in my way.
And
Damn it.
for Luna, I think she's going to still like wait for people to come closer. Maybe?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You
Yeah.
do not feel like you need to do something every turn. You can be like, no, I take a turn of prep. There's zero pressure to go, I do this amazing, funny, creative thing every time. Sometimes you go, I wait.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that's
Luna
what I
is-
have to do, though, because I'm the bard.
Luna is just plotting
All right.
in her little mind.
So, with that, when we get back, we'll start actual combat, but we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Let me shoot us on over. See you real soon, everybody. Righteous. We have returned. Yeah,
Welcome. Hello.
jumping
Hello.
right back on in to the action. We are about to begin combat. Would you all please roll initiative? Now,
Alright.
you have the choice. I'm not sure how you want to do this. Do you want your humans and your Pokemon to just share an initiative, or do you want to roll separate initiatives for them? How do you want this to work?
I like rolling separately, but...
Yeah, I mean,
That's
really,
just
it's
me.
up to you, but
Alright,
I
so
like.
I'm running it.
separately.
Oh, good. I've rolled
Mhm.
2 3s, so I have an 8 and Grovile has a 9.
Okay.
Oh, more 3s. Okay, at least you got a 17 on breaks and...
Yeah. Okay, y'all can see that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
It showed up on
And-
stream, too.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, because I got the notice you wanted to send to a token tracker. We don't have tokens.
No.
That's,
No,
I mean,
we
that's
don't.
fine. Don't really need them. We have the initiative right here.
Oh my god, I totally. I have not been looking at the roll 20 because the number. So I've just seen someone doodle this.
Oh yeah, did you see? That was my drawing. It's a
the most
moonbeam,
proper.
and then everybody being attacked by fireball, and now they're all dead.
Oh, that's what Oh, I didn't... That's been behind my dice roller this whole time. I didn't notice that.
That's amazing. Okay, so
Thank you.
looking at our initiatives, so we have in order Luna and Breakson sharing with a 19, Then we have Celine with an 11. Grovile with a 9. Jim with a 9. Freddy with an 8. And Trixie May with a 6. And then one single initiative for the enemies, because that's easy. Who also got a 6. So basically it goes all of you, then them. That's convenient.
That is very convenient. Yes, I agree.
The enemy is
Are you
already
gonna-
dead.
Are you gonna put a
Nani?
initiative tracker for us to keep track of? Nah.
I mean, since luckily it is literally all of you and then them, obviously you can just hold your actions and move wherever you want in the order amongst yourselves. Like if you desperately want to be like, no, we must move in this order, then yeah, I can throw one up. If not, we can literally say, hey, just move.
No matter to me.
I don't care.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Okay, so it's... You don't have a team name yet, but it's Team Unnamed as of this moment.
Team tossed together random adventuring party.
Yeah.
I was gonna offer to name Team Distracted. Because we kept getting distracted.
Or team distraction.
How do you want to handle this?
I need to look up things. Sorry, I never played a bard before. I don't know half the bard spells.
Sorry, I also should have specified. They were like 130 feet away. All of these are mounted, so they have moved 50 feet closer. They are, although they just had to slow themselves down, and they are moving themselves around the moonbeam to not take damage from it. So they are now approximately, 90-ish feet away. They're having to spend time moving around the moonbeam, so they couldn't move as much as they would. They normally have a 100-foot movement speed if they do a double action, but they can't because of moonbeam. So they are about 80 to 90 feet spread out away from all of you. So that's where they are, if you needed context on that.
So you're saying I can move closer to them and then cast heat metal
Yes,
on their armor?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
Groval can also leap out from the shadows and...
I will do that after I heat metal on one of the knights, because reason.
Okay.
So it's a con save of... Well, I guess... No? Hold on. Is the con save... That's only if they can drop the object. So if it's on their armor, it just takes the damage.
Yeah.
And...
Oh god, and then since they're mounted on a Pokemon, that's also going to hurt them.
It's gonna hurt the Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to
2d8,
say...
d8.
Just to give these a little bit more individuality and more flavour, the person on the Rapidash, they seem to be wearing, like medium to heavy armour. They're some kind of like cavalier or jouster or something. They have like a long lance weapon. The person on the Zeb Striker, the person on Rapidash, they've got shield, lance. They're very stereotypical. I horseback fight. The person on the Braixen, we're going to say they have a bow and arrow, but they are wearing like medium to heavy armor, metal armor. The person on the Dodrio,
Wait.
we're going to... Yeah?
On a Braixen, I just imagine like a
No.
piggyback.
Did I say Braixen? I meant to say Zeb Striker. It's because I was thinking Blitzen and Zeb Striker, and then somehow Braixen came out, and they're not on a Braixen. Zeb Striker. Big
Just
zebra.
a piggyback riding on a Braixen.
Big zebra. So they have a bow and arrow, but medium to heavy-ish armor. The person on the Dodrio, I'm going to say they have two, like, longish blades, slightly shorter than a longsword, and maybe with, like, a slight curve to them, so kind of like kukris. They're probably, like, a fast, slashy stabby. So that's 3. What's the person on the backwards giraffe rig, which just will forever amuse me. What should they have? What's an interesting, unique weapon for them to stand out and be different?
A lance.
The person on a Rapidash has got a lance and shield.
Well, you need more lances in your life.
You know what?
Javelins.
Yeah, we'll say they've got a bunch of javelins and then like a sword. They're more interested in their backwards Pokemon than being particularly interesting themselves. And obviously there's a person on the Lunatone who's just kind of sat there. They've got like a staff and, you know, being all magic-y and whatnot. So they're all the people. Who are you heating metal on?
The one on the Rapidash.
Okay. So, you do that. It starts to get hot. How does the damage work on that?
It's 2d8.
Yep. So immediately...
2d8 fire damage,
Yeah.
specifically.
You start heating them up. Obviously, they are in contact with Rapidash. Rapidash would take damage as well. But being fire type is going to take...
Why did I... Oh,
Why did it roll twice?
Well, I pressed the space bar to try and do a thing, and but I had the wrong thing selected, so I guess spacebar clicks the roll button if you have...
If you have the dice roll... Oh, I did not know that. So I always just do /R. Okay, but 11 damage. The Rapidash is only going to take half, because fire type, resistant to fire. So the Horse Knight is taking 11 damage, and the Rapidash is taking 5. What else do you want to do? Oh, wait, you had to move to cast a spell, didn't you?
Yes. That's all I can do, I think.
Alright.
I don't know.
Who has stuff they want to do next?
I think I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Trixie May at this point is like 30 feet behind Braxton. Braxton's gonna look back. The two of them are just gonna kind of stare at each other for a moment, nod, and then turn back to face the approaching group.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both going to just simultaneously cast Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Braxton is... I'm gonna spend a sorcery point, so Braxton's will be twinned.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're essentially blasting out 3 firebolts.
Mm-hmm.
And who are these aiming for?
One's closest to me is the line with the zebra.
Yeah, the close, because the way it is, they're kind of spread out, trying to make their way around the moonbeam. So front of one side is Rapidash, front of the other side is Zebstrika, then a little bit further back, Dodrio and Girafarig, and then at the very back is the Lunatone.
Okay, so Girafarig, Zebstrika, that side. The Dodrio, that was the other one.
Yeah.
Dodrio. Yeah, so those are the 3.
And are you aiming for the people riding or the Pokemon being ridden?
Aiming for the Pokemon being ridden because if that hopefully knocks them over, that'll also knock off the riders.
Okay. Go for it. Okay, so what are those 3 rolls? Let's...
Okay, Braxton's is first, and now I'm doing Trixie's.
Okay, so the first roll was a nat 1.
Yeah.
An 8. I'm going to say Braxton goes, very quickly brings the 1 down and blasts a fireball up into the sky as they do so. Go, oops.
Whoops.
Then the second one is a 15. And then Trixie's is a 16. So who is the 15 aimed at?
Zebstrika.
Yep, Zebstrika. And the 16 is aimed at...
Dotrio.
Okay, so the 8 was meant to go for the Girafarig, but that just got blasted off into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a 15 will hit the Zebstrika. The Zebstrika takes the hit and goes... Doesn't like it. The 16 will hit the Dodrio, and the Dodrio, the head's kind of like a... And they start pecking its own body to put out the little fire that started.
And...
So I just
And
love that
then-
image of them going...
Then we're both just gonna move back 30 feet. We're trying to put some distance.
Okay, yeah.
Keep
cool.
that distance between us and them, sort of a thing.
Okay.
And that'll be the end.
Yep, so that's both of you. Obviously, there's still Jim, and then there's Celine and Luna still to go.
Yeah. So, do Selena and Luna wish to go before Jim?
For me, I feel like I know what Luna is going to do, but the thing is, for Celine, I'm trying to think now because I know she can, due to like being Druid of the Moon, she can have Wild Shape as a bonus action instead of a proper action.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we haven't talked about how Wild Shape would work.
I mean, it's a fairly basic concept because like in regular D&D, you just turn into an animal. You don't get any of that animal's special abilities. You just am animal. You can do bites and slashes and whatnot. So the way it would work is you just turn into a Pokemon, within reason. No, you can't just go, I am Arceus now. So it'd be a Pokemon you have seen or know or have reasonable justification to have been around, and you'll get hit points equal to like a basic form of that Pokemon. So it depends on what kind of Pokemon you turn into, and I'll go, okay, so that is like a tanky Pokemon, that's a strong Pokemon, that's this Pokemon. And I'll tell you how many hit points you'll have, and I'll tell you what kind of damage you can do and how much.
Technically, since I've seen a Bisharp in the opposing army, could I technically turn into one? Or nah?
Bisharp, probably not. Because of the level you are, because Bisharp are quite high level Pokemon.
Yeah.
You could turn into a Pawniard, real easy. Be a little stabby boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pawniard, they are physical attackers, so their hit points aren't like anything like tremendous to write home about. So I'm gonna say you've got 20 hit points as this Pawniard. However, they're big, hefty damage dealers. They do good stabs. So you now have access to a 1D. Well, you have access to 2 D8 weapons, so you can make 2 attacks per turn, both dealing a D8, and you can deal either piercing or slashing with them. And your plus to hit on it, we'll say it's a +5 to hit with both of them, and they'll both deal 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. So, I'm thinking since I can use that as a bonus action because of Druid of the Moon, maybe Celine just does a crossbow attack at one guy and then for bonus action decides to turn into Pawniard, possibly?
Yeah, you can totally do that.
So in an 80...
your crossbow if you want to?
Yeah.
Which has flaming arrows now?
Yeah, so it would be whatever I roll if it hits, then damage plus 4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 4. So...
who are you aiming at?
Who would be in range in 80 feet? Or 320 feet, I guess.
Oh, they're all in range for that.
Okay. I'm gonna try to aim for the real important guy then.
Yeah? The person or the rock?
I'll aim for the rock. Lunatones are evil.
Okay.
I'm taking that out immediately.
Okay. So, you aim for the rock, and what you have done is you have activated one of Lunatone's abilities, which, as a reaction, not very often, I think I've got it written down, it can do this 3 times per day. As a reaction, it can use Protect, so once per turn it can go, you can't hurt me. So, if anything, that's a good thing, because now this means when Groval jumps out and stabs it, it can't protect itself from that, because it's used its reaction, so that's actually a very smart thing you just did.
Plus, I mean, Luna can also go all Eldritch Blast on it as well.
Exactly. You know, it didn't know what's gonna. I don't know what's gonna attack it. It didn't know what's gonna attack it. The first one it goes, you thought you could hit my magical floating rock? How silly of you! And how does Celine take that? You know, you've just gone, and this French priest person is just chuckling to himself as it.
Celine also just chuckles as she just takes the form of Poniard and just looks at Luna knowingly.
I love that. You fire, and this guy is going, look at you, you silly girl. And you go, pew, 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 pew. Pop, pop. Luna is just, it's all like just a guise because Luna is about to just go full ham. Go for it.
Speaking of full ham,
Ham?
Jim might jump out of the grass now, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Have him jump off the grass.
All right.
All right, how
He's gonna
about we
jump out the
go...
grass at the spellcaster.
Do you want to do full anime and have Luna fire the Eldritch Blast at the same time that Jim leaps out? Like, synchronized attack?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay. So, we know... ATV, describe what Luna's Eldritch Blast looks like. How does that work?
So, as Luna is watching this, once she realizes there's an opening, this stick basically is all gone now, so she just drops whatever is left. And the rings on her body just begin to glow as she holds up one paw. And then, like, all of a sudden, like a blast of energy just goes, like, bigger than herself, just, like, goes, shoots out and goes to hit the Lunatone.
Yes.
Like, just full anime.
Yeah, I've been watching far too much anime. I wish I could remember the name of the anime, but the meme is in my head. You know, the explosion. Explosion! Just that one. Just giant eldritch circle and just... So that happens. Have you rolled for that?
Yeah, for, like, Eldritch Blast, it's, like, make a ranged spell attack against a target.
Oh, 21. Yeah.
That hits.
That
So, yeah.
hits
And so
real
the
good.
target takes 1d10 force damage. Which is...
Is it 1d10? I thought it was more now.
I forget.
You're level
I think
5, or the equivalent, so
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you get 2?
Oh, yeah. That means I get
think
2
it's
beams.
2d10.
Well, the
Oh.
the
Forget how Eldritch
damage...
Blast.
Yeah, the damage of Eldritch Blast doesn't scale up, it's the amount of Eldritch Blasts you get that scales up.
So technically I can
Yeah.
roll again.
Yeah,
For
You,
2?
can do, you do 2 beams,
Okay.
which means you can't do it at 2 different targets or the same target twice.
okay,
Oh.
the second
Or
one's
you
a-
can nat
And
1
down
on the
was
second
this.
one.
Okay, that's fine. So the first one, I like to imagine, put all the energy into the first one. So Luna, drops the little bone left of the stake, goes... And then, like, kind of goes... oh. Gives a little
It's
shrug.
like, excuse me, I'm not done. Oh, well, I guess I was done.
Guess I'm done.
Never mind, I was done.
Okay, so roll your damage for it, which is like 1d10 plus something.
Like 1d10 plus 2, I think.
That sounds fair to me.
So... I have no idea if this is correct to roll at all. Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay, 10 damage.
I think it's just the 10. I don't think you get a plus on cantrips. In
Oh,
fact, most spells you don't get a plus to.
yeah, I'm far too used to playing Warlocks, where you can get the Invocation, where you get a plus to the damage. So I think it is
Oh.
just the solid d10, so we'll just take the 8.
So
Okay.
8 damage is pretty solid.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, this giant blinding blast of Eldritch energy happens. I'm assuming Jim takes the opportunity that everyone's distracted from this to, like, just leap out.
Yeah, come over and he's gonna slash the sorcerer. He's gonna hop out of the tall grass. Be like, yeah.
And since you were unseen, you get advantage.
Yeah. So, what is my to hit? My to hit is plus 6.
Jesus Christ.
That's better.
Okay, 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
19
That's
is
for
most
advantage.
definitely a hit.
Okay. So then, oops. And then damage is 1d8 plus 3 plus 3d6 for sneaks.
Yes.
So our 1d8. Oops. 1d8 plus 3d6 plus 3.
21
21.
damage. Jesus Christ.
Solid.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Jim leaps out in this blinding flash. The flash hits the... You were hitting the rock, right? With the Eldritch Blast, not the person?
At the rock.
Yeah. So you hit the rock. The Lunatone, like, spins around a little bit as Jim... Describe how you leap out and attack this person who's sat on a rotating rock.
The Eldritch Blast hits the Lunatone, and he hops out of the grass, being totally unseen, and he's standing on top of the Lunatone now. And while the wizard is shielding his eyes from the gorgeous blast, he looks up and he just sees the Grovile and just like, "Hi." Slash.
You slash across the guy, you know, for dramatic effect. You've knocked him off the Lunatone. The two are now separated as he like falls and goes, "Ah!" And do you stay standing on the Lunatone to make a point?
Sure, why not?
Or do you like
Why not?
hop off
He T-poses. Jim T-poses on top of the Lunatone.
This is a bardic game because we can't go more than 5 minutes without terrible memes. I love it.
Memes and anime.
Yes, this is my brand.
Yeah. How many anime games have you been in or have run or have been a part of in some way or form? There's One Piece, Naruto, My Hero, Pokemon, another Pokemon.
All of them.
Just all of them.
All of them.
I
I
want
just-
to be in like
I
more
just-
anime games.
I just love this image because how I describe it, like the Lunatone is like kind of like rotating because it got blasted, and it just so Jim is spinning T-pose. The highest form of dominance.
Luna just nods in respect to Jim.
You know what's funny? I have a Trico
Oh,
who stays in T-pose. Like, I can move his arms and then go back.
Yes, the highest form of
Hermity
dominance.
pose.
Okay. Oh, it's them. They've taken a heavy hit from this. Like, if you had to take a guess, like most of them, except the giraffe rig who hasn't been hit yet, these look like, oh damn, 1-2 more hits like that they've dropped, which is pretty damn impressive. So, they're gonna try and hit back harder. So, they're gonna spend half their movement all moving around the moonbeam. So that's fine. And they still have 25 movement, which means they have just enough time. The ones who don't have range, all they can do is move and move again. So they're going to get right up in melee range. So that is Rapidash and Dodrio, who can just get up to move to close range to fight. They can't engage because they don't have any range. Zeb Striker and the other person, Giraffe Rig, that's who they are. They're going to make use of their range. So Zeb Striker gets a arrow, notches it, and is kind of looking around. Who's it going to fire at? I think it's going to fire at the Braxian, because Braxian attacked him. So, yikes, that is a 17 on the die.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yeah, I assume it did. And that deals terrible damage. 3 on the die, plus 2, so 5 damage from an arrow. Just, pew.
Alright.
The backwards giraffe rig is gonna take out a javelin and just chuck it. it's gonna aim for Freddy.
Alright.
And that is a 13 on the die, so with its pluses.
That hits.
Oh,
Low AC.
yeah. Which is a 6 on the die plus 2, so 8 damage.
So I'm gonna get hit, but also he's gonna get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really shouldn't have did that, you know? Like, it hurts, and I'm gonna show you it hurts. Because I am a tiefling, technically.
Yeah.
So I get Hellish Rebuke for free.
Okay. So
So he makes a deck save. The
that's a
the trap
3.
rig. So he takes 3d10 damage.
Uh-huh.
3d10, which is 19.
19. This guy hadn't been hit yet, so he's just like erupted in flames, and his giraffe rig, you know, the real head kind of turns around and goes, "Wah?" And the fake head at the front turns around and goes, "Wah?" This guy goes, "Ah!"
Don't I need to make concentration check? Because I was holding heat metal, I believe.
Probably.
How does concentration work?
I think it's just a D20.
I don't know. Anybody in chat? Cody, are you still here? Can you tell me how concentration works?
I think Cody knows how it works in 3.5.
Oh.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I can tell you.
Initiative. Making an attack, melee attacks, healing, damage, hit points, damage rolls. It should be here somewhere. Pulling amount, underwater combat, rules of magic, spells, spell
I got you.
concentration. If you lose concentration, it is a spell. Oh god.
It's a con
Okay, whenever you
save.
take damage while you are concentrating on a spell, you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
Alright, there
DC
you go.
equals 10 or half the damage you take, which I took like 5, so it's
Yeah.
10. So I have to make a concentration saving throw. Please, please succeed. Success.
Boom.
Cool.
Easy.
Yeah.
So, yes, the other things
Spell
left.
concentration.
Lunatone and Fancy Pants Merc Cleric guy. Lunatone finally stops spinning and goes, like balances itself. Kind of like rotates a little bit, looking around because it knows something. And then you see its eye kind of like look up and goes, meh.
Grovile looks down. Meh.
Huh?
T-pose.
With that, the Lunatone quickly,
Point at the sorcerer. Meh.
Lunatone quickly rolls back. So
Damn it!
and then in the little gap between the 2 points of a crescent moon, it gets incredibly cold as it unleashes essentially burning hands, but cold. So, dex save.
Okay, Jim is good at those. He's got a +6. Doesn't help when you roll a 2!
No, it do not. Burning hands, off the top of my head, is 2d4?
No,
It's more than that. I think
it's
it's 3d6.
3d6.
Burning hands got
Yes.
buffed.
Yeah,
Alright,
burning
so
hands is a
3d6.
3d6 in a cone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So 3d6 doesn't help if I drop a die.
Are we worrying about type effectiveness? Because that would hurt.
I
I didn't put huge amounts of focus on type effectiveness. Maybe that is something to think about in the future. I don't know. But for now, don't think about it.
Cool.
As you take 5 plus 1, 6 plus 4, 10 damage from that.
Ouch.
Ow.
And with that, priesty, cleric-y guy kind of stands up, dusts himself off. You put a big cut across his chest and his clothes, and he goes, I did not like this. You should not engage with the Kalosian army. We are the most fearsome army in all of the world.
Orval rolls his eyes and finds a piece of white cloth from somewhere and just tosses it at him.
He goes, as I dare you. Lifts a hand, it glows bright white, and he's going to cast Radiant Bolt. Or, like, the cleric basic attack spell, whatever it's called.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt, that's the one.
Yeah.
With a 2 on the die.
He misses.
Oh.
Yeah. He goes,
That's
ah! He goes, phew!
Grovile just laughs at him. Like,
It is back
Suck.
to all of you.
well, then.
Dun dun dun. I mean, I kind of already know what I'm gonna do. Unless
Well, if you know what you want to do, then do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Oh,
Brax,
ATB,
ATB
got
has an
an
idea.
Oh,
You are
do it.
currently
Four
muted,
people do stuff.
by the way.
Nope,
If
do
you're
it,
talking.
do it.
It's fine. I mean, we usually can't hear your background noise anyways.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
really can't.
Just
Okay, I think it's more calmed down now.
There we go.
But yeah, my idea was basically before anyone does anything is to cast.
cast what?
That's
She muted herself. Yeah, I think that was something
I
going
heard
on.
someone yelled in the background. Went rah.
Yeah.
That sounded like Jim.
ATB, if you just want to type it for now, if you're worried about background noise, do not fret about it. Real life gets in the way. Do not worry about it. It's not a problem. Whilst that is going on, is obviously typing is typing.
As a quick note, I can distraction. So, as a quick note, people know we have a Discord, and I actually recently, I've been distracted myself because I got an idea to do some Photoshop work, and so I went onto Bardic server where I am the sole mod, and I posted a thing in a brand new art channel. So if you guys have art and you want to post them somewhere, put it in the art channel because I realized we didn't have one.
You didn't?
No, we didn't, and I kind of felt bad because I was just like, well, now we can't. People can't post things. We had a meme channel and we had a clip art channel, which the clip art channel was made for Twitch clips.
Oh, I love that. You just posted Balloona with a steak.
Yeah,
Cute.
That's
I got an idea while we were streaming and I made a thing. It's adorable. It's an Umbreon with a steak in its head, and look, there's a heart tails. I appreciate it, Koo.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Oh,
So-
how cute.
ATB's idea was to cast Bless using a level 3 spell slot, so everyone except Luna would get 1d4 added to their attack rolls and saving throws for 1 minute.
You.
wow,
So yeah, I'm gonna ad-lib for ATB here. If ATB wants to correct me, she can type and go, no, it wouldn't happen like that, you fucking idiot. But I like to imagine Luna kind of like shakes itself off, and the rings glow like the wonderful pale yellow, like the pale moonlight, and just this aura emanates from them. And everyone feels like buffed up and stronger and faster and better and just amazing as the Umbreon wags its tail and looks really cute and goes,
so Jenny is still drawing in our thing, and she drew a T-posing Grovile on top of a Lunaton.
I might have
love
to adjust the overlay for next time, so we just keep a sketch pad open for us to draw on while we're going. I might have to do that because that's hilarious. Alright, so everybody is blessed. So you all deal more damage, which is kind of dope.
Well,
Yeah.
2 attack rolls,
Yeah.
which is still.
Well, yeah, same thing.
The target can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Alright,
Nice.
cool. So, who wants to do stuff? Who wants to go and move and do the things? I see a K.
Okay, so Braxton is going to look at the person who struck him with the arrow
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of narrow his eyes, point, and just this blast of firebolts going to shoot out of his little paw towards the guy who shot him, casting firebolt, which because I have that +4.
+4? Where'd you get a +4? It's a D4.
Oh,
plus a D4.
1d4.
D4, yeah, plus a D4. Words, brain. Okay.
Well, being optimistic.
D4. So that's a
A
2. 2. And
Oh, I didn't notice that. You can click on the D4 in the thing, and it rolls it for you.
Well, 20 is friggin' cool.
mm-hmm. 7. So that's
It's just
a
like,
nine.
why is it encased in a red box?
An 11. That's a good.
Are you aiming for the person? Or for
Yeah, the person.
Okay. An 11 is sadly not going to hit.
That's fair.
However, because I want this to hit, because it'd be cool. Nick, do you want to give her a bardic inspiration as well, for shits and giggles?
Oh yeah, I can.
Let's say
I
you
can
did
do
that
that, can't
before.
I? What is a bardic? I forget how bardic inspiration works.
'Cause depending
look,
on
man, I've never played a bard before, and I
Yeah.
decided to do it for this game where I'm also playing as a rogue.
yeah, depending on your level, it adds a particular kind of die. So you're level 5. If you look in the chart, it'll say the inspiration die.
That's a barbarian.
I think it should be like a D6.
Does that cost my bonus action?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bonus action on your turn.
Oh, I could have done that last turn. Damn it.
If you didn't use it last time, we can retcon and say you did.
Do you mind?
Not at all.
Because this turn I want to use in order for me to continuously use heat metal, it costs a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So we'll say last
So-
turn you bonus action and went yo.
Yeah, yo, have a D8.
So yeah,
Alright.
add another D8. Don't roll a 1.
I am College of Lore, so it doesn't apply to damage.
Well, it'll apply for the 2 hit though.
Yeah.
It's like
The 2 hit was not so good. D8
attack
you said?
roll.
Yup.
Yes, level
'Cause-
5's a D8.
5.
So that takes it up to a 16, which will hit.
Okay. And that is, I believe, a 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
How many uses of bardic
13.
inspiration do I have?
Yeah, that firebolt. You blast this guy. You blast him so hard, he gets thrown off of his Zeb Striker. And you know what? For my own amusement, you blast him off so hard, he lands on a pile in the moonbeam. So it's just a Zeb Striker and so going. "Wah, wah."
Alright,
So-
and then...
Yep.
And then he'll move back another 30 feet, so he's standing beside Trixie at this
Mhm.
point. And end turn for him.
And what does Trixie want to do?
Meanwhile, Trixie, she's actually going to look at the Doe Trio, point at one of its heads. I think you ought to back off. And just this quick little bolt of a silverish energy just right in the forehead. It's an int save.
This Dodrio is not a smart boy. That is a 5 on the die.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a fail because that had to be a 14. 9 psychic damage.
Yeah, the Dodrio goes. And what spell was this? Out of curiosity.
Mind
Sliver.
Sliver. It's you drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of a creature. It's a cantrip. An
So-
enchantment cantrip.
So this Dodrio head, there's the other 2 heads, which I'm representing with hand and head. So this one head is going.
just like pecks the other heads.
Yeah, it pecks the other heads, and then it kind of falls over, and the other head goes. And the third head goes, and Midojiro kind of like just buckles down, leaving the guy on it. They're going, move, move, and just kind of there, defenseless, going, oh, well, damn.
And that'll
Oh dear.
end turn.
Okay.
All right.
Back.
Okay, everything got sorted. Cool.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna take my turn, and we're going to. First, we're going to use the bonus action to continue the heat metal of the guy that was on the Rapidash.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another 2d8.
Yup.
If I can. There it is. 11 damage.
That will be enough to make this guy fall. Cams. Oh no. It's fine. You know what, Cams? Doesn't matter. Well.
I'm still in the right place.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're fine.
I didn't move.
Is Discord starting to bork for y'all?
Not for me.
No, I think it's something. I think ATB is dealing with something IRL, and that's absolutely fine. Do not fret about anything that's going on.
Yeah.
If you need to hop out the call, that's fine. We can finish. If that's bothering
Sure.
you, or like, do not fret about it. Because we are. I'm gonna try and wrap things up pretty quick anyway. So do not fret about things. Okay.
Alright.
So
that's my bonus action,
Yep.
and then my action. Was there anybody near me? Was there?
Nobody is there near you currently. Although, actually, no, hang on. The Rapidash person, who is now knocked out because of the heat metal, and the Rapidash has been taking damage from it. The Rapidash had gotten close, and so had Vidodrio, but Vidodrio was dropped, so there's just a dude with 2 kukris. Like, what's going on? So there's a Rapidash, who's taken a decent amount of damage from the heat metal being on top of it. And there's a guy with 2 kukris on a Dodrio that's just kind of like sat down and made itself go to sleep.
Well, I'm. Can I stab either one of them, or am I out of range for stabbing?
You could easily run up and stab very easily within 30 feet.
All right, I'm gonna stab the Rapidash
Go for it.
because I have a rapier, and I don't need all the spells to do all the damage. I have a rapier. I can do something, right? Right? What's my to hit with that? That's a +5.
Okay.
Plus 12 to hit a Pokemon. Maybe.
This Rapidash. Have you used your bless?
I did not, which is a D4.
Well, you can just take the 3 you rolled from before, or you can take the 4. Take the 4.
I'll take the 4.
So boom, that's a 16. Yeah, you rush up and you stab the Rapidash, which is it's already taking damage from heat metal. So it ain't
For a
looking
7.
too hot. 7 damage. Yeah, that's a hefty hit. Not enough to drop it, but hefty. As Rapidash is looking a bit frazzled and, you know,
Come on, hit me! I dare you!
You know next
Fire,
time
fire
'cause
holes.
the person who sat on it is still heated
Heating.
metal is going to knock out its own Rapidash unless it gets knocked off of it. So even if that Rapidash does stick around a turn, it's dropping.
And then Jim, he knows to take down spellcasters, so that's what he's doing. He's
Mhm.
gonna hit the spellcaster, and also Rakish Audacity. He's within 5 feet.
Yep. Because if you jump over to the spellcaster, there's no one else within 5 feet, so you're absolutely fine to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so probably cunning action to disengage from the Lunatone,
Yep.
and then just hop over to the spellcaster,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna slash him, which is plus 6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Wait, how does Rakish Audacity?
It basically just gives you advantage so you can get sneak attack.
It gives me advantage?
Yeah. If you
Oh,
are the
boy.
only person within 5 feet of someone, so if it's like a
Oh, yeah.
one-on-one duel, you get advantage.
Neat.
So
I got
that's
a
how that
14.
works. A 14 will hit this guy, because he is not
Cool.
wearing real armor.
How much damage does he do? Oh boy. Doggo! Where's my doggo on camera?
Doggos.
My partner's kept them all downstairs with him this entire time, so no doggos are up here today.
Oh, well, I heard doggos. Was that Jenny's doggo?
I think it was, yeah. 20
Damn.
damage.
Nice.
Groval, you dropped this guy. How do you want to end this? You can either, keep it PG-13 and casually knock him out, or you can straight up murder.
He's gonna like, just he's gonna like take his claws and just like go across his chest and like slightly pick up the guy and throw him away. Like,
Yeah.
get out.
Throw him into what? Do you want to add him onto the burning pile in Moonbeam?
The burning pile of Moonbeam. There you go. Just throw him on there. That's where Kalosians belong.
He goes, oh no, You shall learn to fear the terrifying might of the Kalosian army, even if it is not from my hand. Ah no,
And they're just gonna turn around and stare at the Lunatone.
Okay.
Keep posing.
That is everybody except Celine, who has moved. Celine, you are a pawniard. Do you want to go stab someone?
God, she turned into a
Yes. Everything's finally calmed down for like a slight minute.
Alright, so your options of stabbing people, you have a Rapidash, or you have a dude sat on an unconscious Dodrio, or you can move and go and stab a Zeb Striker, or you can go and stab a guy on a backwards giraffe egg who's on fire. And I think drama is still occurring, which is fine. It's not pleasant to deal with for anybody, so do not. Okay.
It's being called away.
Well, that's fine, because I was about to wrap things up, so to a certain extent it doesn't really matter who went attacked. We can retcon it and say you did a cool attack, and it was fun, and it was amazing, and it was super cool. As it comes round to the enemy's turns, they're very sporadic forces. There's very few of them left, and they're very astounded that this tiny little town put up any much of a fight. They kind of look around and go, no, what do we do? This is so terrible. No. There is a loud thud. It sounds very much like a huge creature is approaching from just beyond the horizon. Another loud thud. There's a slight whir with each thud, as from just behind the peak of the small hill, you can make out like a slightly pointed, metallic-looking head, below it like a little robot face. It takes another step, and it gets closer, and you see this hulking automaton, easily a good 8-9 feet tall, and sat atop of it. It doesn't matter if the cameras are gone screwy, whatever. Sat on its shoulder, you see quite a muscular guy, long white hair, and he is holding a small floral type creature. And he looks down and goes, go look. Prepare to destroy the whole town.
Excuse?
Yes. Citizens of Galar, I am the King of Kalos, AZ. I claim this as my own. Retreat or die.
Are you actually giving us a chance?
I see no point in slaughtering useless peasants.
That's very rude. I'm not very useless, as you can see. I took down most of your men.
They also are useless.
I agree. Anyways, right. Jim, let's go.
And with that, AZ hops down from his Golurk as he lifts his hand to the sky, and you see he is holding a small rock type. It looks like a small sparkling gemstone, which he holds to the sky. And as he does so, a giant purple beam of energy fires up from it. As behind him, the Golurk grows and grows and grows to be ginormous, easily towering over 50 foot, possibly even higher.
It's dangerous. Yeah, leaving.
Yeah, Trixie's going to look at Braxton. I think that's our cue to exit.
Hi.
And
Hi.
Hey, come on! You heard the man, let's get the fuck out of here!
Yep. Also,
And-
fuck that guy on the Rapidash. Keeps the heat metal going.
Yeah. So, this giant Golurk, which, it's been Dynamaxed. That's what's happened here.
Yeah, we got that out of
Yeah.
character. In character, we have no fucking idea. It's just a giant
Yeah.
fucking Pokemon.
This is
For
just
all we
like,
know,
what?
this Golurk could be Arceus.
Yeah. You all start running, obviously all the citizens of Wedgehurst, you all start running, everyone's booking it. Obviously the train doesn't exist, so you have to sprint out to the wild area and make do of whatever. But if you look behind you as you run back, you just see the Golurk smashing this town to pieces. Proving a
Gojira?
point. Basically. Just
So
and
that's why Wedgehurst is so small.
yup.
They had to rebuild after this.
That is exactly it. So
But what about the Bassoon Wooloo? No!
the Bassoon Wooloo, you see this image. In fact, what happens is you see Golurk smash a building over, and the sign that gets flung out. It flies, and you know what? It hits one of the retreating people in the back of the head.
Oh,
But you have a sign. You have a tavern sign of a Bassoon Wooloo. The Wooloo looks scared now, which it didn't before, but it does now, which is strange.
it's a magic sign. Fantastic.
And with that, you and all the other residents of Wedgehurst have retreated into the wild area. And with that, that is where we shall end today's session. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. If I just do this, I can actually be in a camera somewhere so someone can see my face.
You're K. You are K, and K is Jenny.
There we go.
And
Yeah.
we have no GM.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
Just, if you turn around but you stay in that position, you can just talk into K's mic.
yes, hello. Alright, so, hello. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. We also have a Discord channel where I and people share all kinds of interesting things we do, and it's a cool place. Go check it out. It's fun. We haven't decided if this is going to be every week or every other week or whatever. Jenny has returned for us to sign out. I don't need to lean over and hand puppet. So that's me. You can find that stuff, do that things. Yes, I hope we all had fun. I hope this was interesting at the very least. And we'll figure out how frequently this will occur and whatnot. Players, sign off.
Cool. ATB, if you can, but you can do it fast or still being loud.
Or we can, I don't know, but ATB is a tired by. You can find them on Discord.
It's fine. We'll do it for you.
ATB is in the Discord server. If you thought she was fun or quirky or cute and you wish to engage with her as a human being, you can find her on the Discord server. Do that. She's a cool, happy, amazing, wonderful person.
Yeah.
That's that. And she was playing Celine, the now Pawniard. in my mind, I want Celine to be riding Luna as a little pawnyard, riding with Umbreon. That's how they run away. That's how you're escaping. Other people, do your sign off.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kate, also known as Undead Kate on the interwebs. Twitter is down below, and backwards from the whole Undead Kate thing, it's K Undead on Twitter. You can find me here, Discord, and Twitter. Yay. I have been Trixie and the unnicknamed Braxian.
Hey Kay, what about that Curse of Strahd thing you run on your own Twitch
Oh,
channel?
yeah, that's right. I also have a Twitch channel and do things. And a Tired By plays in it. As she is one of my players. I run a Curse of Strahd campaign. We've had 2 sessions so far. Last one, we kind of ran into a bunch of tech gremlins, but
Tech gremlins are abound.
Yeah.
we're working it out. I think I've figured some stuff out, so we'll see.
On this channel, tech gremlins are known as Mew3.
They are.
Mew3 steals all of Bardic's internet.
Mewfree has not been present for a while now, so
Wow, that's
that's asking for something to go terribly wrong.
you just asked for
Into
it
the
to be
universe,
broken.
so now it's gonna be a problem.
Of course it is. Alright.
That's what's gonna happen.
Anyways, I am Nick, also known as Strider Winters on practically every platform except for Twitter, where I am Nikias Schroeder. But you can find me basically here, pretty much wherever Bardic is, I am. Because
drag you
I am
along
his
for a
mod
ride.
on Twitch, I am his mod on his own Discord server, and I'm his player on this game. I am obviously, and I'm a player on his alternating Saturday games, the One Piece After the Azure Marine game, and on the alternating Saturdays on Raccoon's channel, a
Yeah.
random raccoon with both Kay and Bardic, who that way, those two.
It's kind of
Um,
like we have this like network of people.
Yeah,
that
it's
play
like we're all
and
friends and we just keep
together.
playing more and more games together.
I know, it's crazy.
And you just have to find us on
Yeah.
one another's channels.
If you find us on one, you found them all.
Yeah. It's
I-
like the
I just
easiest
kinda-
Pokedex in the world to complete because we're all in
Yeah.
the same place.
But yeah, that's me.
Alright, so that's everything. Hope you all had fun. I'm obviously going to have a little chat with my players after we sign off and see if they had fun. But stay safe. Pew, pew, pew.